everyone, and welcome to Mythrill Monthly, the monthly lore recap for the Mythrill SMP. Today, we are here with the lovely El Fairy, my co-host. Say hi, El.
Hello.
And we have a special guest, the wonderful, amazing Bagel Queen! Follow her right now. The fire, are you eating the fire?
I am eating the fire. It's delicious.
I know you're a demon, but that still seems concerning.
I would be careful.
It's yummy.
You might set someone on fire.
Yeah, but it's delicious.
Okay, just get started today by saying, obviously, this is a podcast. We're not going to be talking to chat too much, but preemptively, thank you for any follows or subs or bits that come through.
Mythrill Monday.
It's Mythrill Monthly. Mythrill Monday? What?
Mythrill Monday.
Bagel. Oh, I already knew about Bagel saying this.
Same, Monday, but it still caught me off guard.
Mythrill Monday.
Izzy raid? Ah, yes. Izzy has sent the dogs after our scent. I can't believe this.
What?
I can.
What? They've sent the foxes to come and get us.
Why
would you do that? That's so cute. This is so fun because, you know, we might get to talk about them today.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. But speaking of, we're going to be going over all of the lore that has happened over May, and me realizing I have my title thing to do in the corner because I forgot there was a thing. So I guess we can just get right into it because we have 14 things to get through.
Can I have that skull?
After, maybe. I'll have to get a replacement. But we're starting with the first catch up for the beginning of the month. Time for an explanation. Would you like to take this, Elle?
Yeah, I can do. I make it sound like it's not a choice.
You don't have a choice.
You make it sound like this wasn't planned.
Yeah, like I guess so.
Oh wait, one more thing before we go. We want to do a very special thank you to the lovely Marsarcy for making all of the PNGtubers. Mine was always by theirs, but now Elle and Bagel have ones. Also thank you to Sky for the intro music, and you know, thanks to Elle for being here. Okay.
I love looking at you as well, Bagel.
I love that I just stare you down. I think that's great.
Oh, this is going to be chaotic, and I'm so looking forward to it. But with the thanks out of the way, you can actually go now with the first stream of last month.
Oh, we're done? Oh, okay. Thanks.
No, don't leave. Go, Elle.
So, the time for explanation is after the wings lesson and after, obviously, Mars had accidentally poisoned the half-demon jelly. And they had told Artemis that he had an illness and he had decided that he didn't really explain things too well to her at that point. So he went over to give them a bit more in-depth explanation, especially since she was very concerned about him. So he picks some alliums, which are Artemis's favourite flower, and gets in a boat and heads to her island, as he didn't want to take the Nether, risking running into someone else. Finding the half-elf in the wheat field, Mars gives the flowers to Artemis and says plainly why he was there, explaining that he wanted to talk about what he had mentioned and, I guess, put her worries to rest a little bit. And during that chat, Artemis had asked 3 key questions, and those questions were, what is the sickness? As Artemis didn't know and Mars didn't share that information, and the reason is because he didn't know what the illness was, as no doctor in the northern settlement could identify it. Artemis then wanted to know how much time her friend had. And Mars does not know how much time he has left, just that his medicine keeps it a bit manageable. But he didn't mention he only had 2 bottles remaining of this said medicine. And as she does worry for her friends, Artemis did ask Mars how they can help. But as not many people believe in magic in the Northern settlement, he obviously didn't know about it, but then he heard rumours about Mythrill Valley and decided to take a risk and decided if it was real, hoping that some magic could heal him. And he asked Artemis if she knows any healing magic. Even though technically she had resurrected herself once, she did not know how, so that was out of the window for the minute.
Love the casual resurrection.
It was that though. She doesn't even know anymore. She's just like, yeah, I died.
I'm alive. I'm dead.
I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
I'm alive again.
They then end up at the picnic spot at the other end of the island, and Mars asks Artemis what flowers he should get, Jay feeling as he owes Jay an apology as well. Artemis also tries to comfort Mars about what happened at the flying lesson, which he then changed the subject by making some jokes and getting a rare laugh from the half-elf.
I make you laugh.
Did, and that's a rare thing, actually. In
It's
canon.
not so rare when we're together.
Tee-hee.
Tee-hee. They head on over back towards the other end of the island, to the shoreline, where Mars had left his boat, and he reminds Artemis how much he cares for her, and he'll always be there should she need him. And with a final promise that Artemis will write to Mars's father should the worst happen. Mars heads home, trying to be more sparing with his medicine at that time.
Something I love about this.
About it, I would have stolen it.
You are malicious. Oh my god.
Without that, he dies bagel.
Wow. I
maybe
can't
just
believe
don't get
this.
sick next time. I don't know.
Elbozo, really? Oh my
Elbozo.
god.
Not my son.
No,
stay away.
I was gonna say, I love how directly after this stream, Mars made it canon that his character gets motion sickness when in boats, and he sailed across the water to get there and back.
Yeah, he sailed just to see
He grinned
Artemis.
and bore it. He was like, no,
Mars,
never
let's
for
go on
me.
a boat date.
Why do you want to torture him? Is this just because you don't like his bed?
I don't like his bed.
We all had a cuddle pile there, though.
Yeah,
I will pull up the art. Not the art.
Please,
I can pull up the art and the photographic evidence.
Hermes, he stank. So
Mars just cared too much about Artemis to just not care about
you
the
can
boat at
barely
that
tell
time.
who's there, but there's a Mars.
I'm the one
here.
holding the book.
You can see Lilith's book and head kind of here. There's Artemis. There's Sky.
Those are
He
my
rarely
legs.
showed up, and then you can kind of see a little bit of purple there. That's me.
Yeah.
Hidden in the corner. We had a big cuddle pile.
We did, and I was trying to read. I was getting knowledge.
You were, and then Mars made art of it. I don't think I have that saved though, but I'm pretty sure it's on Twitter.
It is on Twitter, I believe.
I'm pretty sure it's on Twitter, which is
I
so
actually haven't
cute.
seen it.
Oh my god!
I've seen like, hang on,
I'm gonna fight you.
Now.
It's not
Why?
on Twitter.
It's not.
Mars,
It's in the Discord.
give it. Where is it? I need to show it to the gamers because your art is so good.
I believe it's oh god, I was literally looking for this the other day, so I should know.
Also, you said that Mars asked what flowers they should give Jay. Actually, when I read the Fae book, you're not meant to give them uncut flowers or cut flowers. I don't know. It was one of them.
That is very true. But
yeah, so
Jay is a little silly person who doesn't abide by normal Fae rules because she said,
Oh
"No,
my god,
bitches."
She's different.
She said
Right.
that she said you people are stupid.
It's in screenshots.
In screenshots, I was looking in art. There it is.
Yeah, because because the screenshots were there, the context was in screenshots. We're like, let's put it in screenshots.
Money.
Thank you.
I love I got the Resident Evil merchant voice for the sub. Thank you, Ash. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. I have found the art. I have downloaded the art. Here is the cuddle pile art.
I just think if I knew about the medicine beforehand, I would have stolen it just to see what happens.
You were so evil.
Just to see what
But-
You know,
happened.
Bagel, you probably wouldn't have survived if someone found out about that.
Many
Listen.
people would have tried to murder you. But
Listen,
look at us cuddling. Look, there's
Luckily-
Lilith in the middle with
luckily
their book.
me and Mars don't know each other yet, technically. So
Kinda.
it's
You
fine.
stole their book already. You don't need to
I did
steal
steal their
anything.
book.
Yeah.
But
Steal their
you got
book.
Lilith in
Next-
the middle reading, and then you got.
So-
I think I'm on top of Mars giving him a hug. His legs
Yeah, I
are up
think
in the
you
air,
are.
and then I'm kind of crouched over him, hugging him. And then Sky is draped over Bagel, lying on L.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not cuddling anyone. I'm reading.
You're reading and just being people's like
Yeah,
chair to
I'm-
lounge on.
Well, I'm leaned on your like shoulder.
Yeah,
I
everyone's
got
leaned on
my
your legs and
priorities
shit.
straight.
It's
This
a
is-
very
well-
adorable image. We love Mars's art. We
I like it a
love.
lot.
I can imagine like the reason like Jay and Artemis were there were to help Bagel, like writing like kind of
What does
clearing
this
some stuff up about
mean?
Yeah.
books.
No, we were talking about this earlier because we're slowly but surely approaching like 100 total lore streams for the SMP. Just
Mhm.
imagine how short it would be if we gave Bagel a gun.
No, okay. Wait, do you want?
Absolutely.
Let me get to what the image because I did the
Go on.
thing of like if Artemis had a gun, Mythrill Law. If Artemis had a gun,
No.
Mythrill Law.
Wait, give it to me before we move on to the next section, please.
Oh goodness, it's
If
Let me
Artemis
s-
had a gun, everything would be fine. If I had a gun, it's over. It's gone.
well, yeah, you'd kill everybody. Artemis would sort the problems out. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Me.
oh.
Let me find it now.
It would be
DMs.
Lilith be like, give me your fucking money.
Give me the Mythrill. I need it.
Do you think they'd point a gun at Selene and be like, date now?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
They'd probably
Just
get
like
murdered
nothing
right
else.
there.
Nothing else works. I've asked up straight. Now it's turned to threatening.
Now it's
Please,
violence.
I
Please.
found it. I've got the image, guys.
Oh.
I'm sending
Give
it.
Also, whilst we get this pulled up, we are currently listening to a playlist that Elle made, which is like a culmination
Yay.
of all the Mythrill members and NPCs, and just some general songs that encompass the SMP. If you hear a song,
That's a big word for
feel
Elmo.
free to guess who it represents, because I know who this one represents right now, and I'm
You said
smiling.
encompass?
Encompass, yeah.
That's a big word for Elmo.
Here's the meme though. You got the Mythrill.
Mythrill Law. If Artemis Hermes had a gun.
We love that. Okay, the board's
Yeah.
going
I think
away
it's-
for now. We're getting very distracted by it.
Yeah, I think it's good that
My plans are
Artemis
working.
and Bagel don't have guns. Honestly,
I
Wait until I do.
like honestly, I think they would be a danger to society.
Hi, welcome to Mythrill Monthly, where we are all neurodivergent and can't stay on fucking topic.
Can
I'm
you tell?
enhancing it.
Okay, Bagel, you're just trying to procrastinate because your part is next.
Oh dearie me. Oh,
It's a short
oh.
one. It's 2 paragraphs.
Yeah.
I
You
believe
like
in
paraphrased it, Elle.
you. You can paraphrase it or read it verbatim.
Yeah, you don't need
it's
to
whatever
word for
you want.
word.
Summarize what you see.
I'll figure it out. So, a question to the wise.
I gotta
The
change
wise
now.
being Artemis, because Artemis is so smart, and I'm also smart, but it's fine. Now staying in the guest room on Honey's Island, because they're a moocher, Jelly said about organizing the place as they think about the flying lesson that took place a few days ago.
Wait, are they
where
a
they
double
kicked them off the
moocher
cliff.
because they moved from staying at my house to staying at
Yeah.
Honey?
Oh my
When
goodness.
are you coming to sleep at my house, Jelly? The Watchers
Probably
will
not
be so
anytime
nice to
soon.
you. Unexpected. No, wait, I skipped ahead. My bad. No, I didn't. Oh. Unexpectedly, the doorbell sets off and Jelly finds Artemis standing outside. Stalker.
I went to visit.
Quickly inviting her into their new home. Sitting down for some tea, Artemis asks how Jelly's been feeling about the incident, gifting the half-demon some sugar cookies as she remembered they were her favorite. I think I have 8 of those. After a while, the duo decided to take a walk around the island, passing by the ruins of whose home?
Galson's.
Galson's.
We call him Idiot Face as well.
Galson is the sculptor who originally made Honey. He's
Oh.
been dead for like 10,000 years. We don't care about him. He smells.
That guy.
That guy, that
incel.
asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Jelly being unaware that Artemis was the one to destroy it in the first place. Okay, slay. I like you for that. Soon after, they come to the topic of Ace of J. What? Soon after, they come to the topic of Ace
I've got
Jay
I do the
having
ask, but it's
stolen
for the
Jelly's
Discord.
name.
It's for the Discord.
Oh,
Mm.
you stole Jelly's name?
I did.
It's meant to be the last name, Jay. Get it right.
I can just steal
Something-
Jelly doesn't have a
I don't
last
have
name.
a last name.
Oh, dearie me.
That's the
Something
thing.
they don't quite understand the seriousness of. Artemis explains that having a person's name gives a fae power over them, like a puppeteer. However, she insists that Jay is too kind to ever willingly cause Jelly harm. I don't believe you. And other fae would do so much worse than use their name to heal them. Eventually, Artemis decides to leave, wanting to give Jelly some time to think about everything. I can only say I think they had a breakdown.
I mean,
Really?
maybe
Who
I
knows?
think they did.
Jelly's character seems to be very. This is happening. Okay,
No,
Yeah.
prone to breakdowns now.
prone to breakdowns as well. Insecure little demon bean.
You're insecure.
You're insecure.
know what for.
You're insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. Uh-oh.
And this actually happened on the same day that the Mars and Artemis lore
It
happened.
did. Mars and
Yeah.
Artemis lore happened a couple hours beforehand. Elle was pretty
Yeah.
swamped at the beginning of this month.
Teehee.
Teehee,
Oh, you
stop overworking
don't-
yourself. Teehee.
Don't check the stream plans channel then.
I'ma call you out, bestie. Don't test me.
You did last time when I deleted them.
I'ma call you out, bestie. Don't test me. I will always
You can't
call
call
you
me out
out.
if you don't look at it.
But
I think it was Jelly's stream I watched, and I was like, I need to get stuff done as well.
Teehee. Okay, well, this is pretty fitting considering the song that's playing right now, but we have the next one, which is a
Mhm.
little bit big.
Yeah, that's what happens when you set me and Bryce lore together, I guess.
Yeah, 'cause
It's just
Bryce makes
all of
quotes.
Bryce's lore is so big because he puts so much thought into it, and it's so cinematic.
See, that's why I take notes, because I just
Yeah.
get stuff removed that I'm like, this doesn't need to be in.
So the
Like,
name
anyway.
of these streams is actually two sides, same coin. But our lovely little Bryce Isaac Blackrose requested it be titled "Achilles Come Down" in the catch-up.
Yeah, we were
I
talking
love that
about.
song.
I also love
Good.
that song. It's depressing.
We were talking about the lore.
Oh my god, this is even more fitting.
song.
Taylor Swift's song is playing. It's Bryce.
Yeah.
Bryce is Taylor Swift. Holy shit.
Look what you made me do.
But yeah, we were talking like 8 a.m. that like the morning before
dear.
this, and before this happened, and we were talking about the title. We're like, yeah, let's do this.
Teehee, teehee.
Who's
But
Achilles
since this
and
is
who's the other
a
one?
big one, you go ahead and start, Al.
Okay, so Isaac heads over to Artemis Island looking for them, and ends up walking to the newly built church and finding them in the graveyard, staring at their family's graves that are empty. Fun fact. And they haven't seen each
Was it a
other.
no bones
for-
day when they were buried?
Well, yeah, because there's no one there apart from Apollo. Apollo's body's there. That's the only one there, technically.
Oof.
Yeah,
Oh
technically.
dear.
And after asking if he's okay to be in the graveyard, they start a conversation how they've both been doing. Which is when Isaac reveals that he requires some help from the half-elf. Which Artemis had guessed from the magic message he had sent her not too long ago. And Isaac reveals that he had learned his soul is intact. He never died from the incident that he had in the ruins a while ago. But he still feels like his time is running out, which the half-elf does not agree with. It's at this point where Isaac tells Artemis that he's a warlock, something that he himself wasn't aware of, which concerns Artemis greatly.
I thought he was a fish.
They leave the graveyard and head to walk around the island a little bit. Isaac, having spoken to Celine, comments about Artemis loving Celine just as much Celine loves her. But also comments about how the deity can't take Artemis' soul, therefore Artemis is tormented in a different way than the others are. Seeing as they walk about, Artemis shows the houses on the island that are made for each person in the valley, Isaac can see just how many people Artemis cares for, them noting that someone has to care for them. Because if no one cares for each other, then what's the point, I guess? Having to want a more private conversation with Artemis, Isaac asks is there anywhere them to go, and Artemis offers the tower she had recently built, which she uses for potions. As they get to the place of confiding each other, where the walls are protected, Isaac admits that he is terrified. And he is assured by Artemis that it's okay to be afraid, and that even Artemis herself is scared. Though it would be hard to tell from looking at her. Life as a soldier has made them good at hiding her emotions. Isaac shared that he had spoke to Jay and how Jay herself had suggested he try and build a monument for his patron. Artemis gives some suggestions what to use, such as quartz, amethyst, and flowers. As the conversation goes on, the topic shifts as the two start discussing home and fond memories of the past. Artemis shares some things about her fiancé, as Isaac also mentions a lady he once knew.
I wonder.
I wonder.
I wonder.
I wonder.
Smells fishy.
I know, right? Considering that both of their lines of work as a Delver and a Daemon of the Edge, it was always the best for both of them to not get attached to people. Unfortunately, in some people's point of view, they both got attached to someone.
Imagine.
When Artemis mentioned her betrothed is royalty, Isaac isn't shocked at all, saying it perfectly explains her formal demeanour, something Artemis had mastered after attending so many fancy gatherings.
Can we be honest? Artemis gives Queen of England energy. She does. She does.
I mean,
I don't make the rules. She does. My dad's met the Queen. I can vouch.
Well, my uncle made something for the Queen, so yeah.
My father's also met the Queen.
Yeah, but he can also vouch, probably.
Yeah.
If he watched Minecraft roleplay, he can vouch.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore. Anyway.
I just really like the Queen. She also died.
Yeah, but the Queen's not coming back.
07's Queen Lizzie, we love you. Wow.
I'm the only Irish one here. You're both...
I feel like Queen Elizabeth is like, you know, like the end of the world stories in mythology. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Where biblical figures or gods come back to life at the apocalypse. I feel like the Queen is like that.
That's Lizzie.
Yeah, she'll be back.
Will be leading the army.
She'll be back when the aliens invade. She'll be leading the alien invasion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if Isaac promises to do all he can to protect his friend Artemis, even offering to help her get home, only to learn that is impossible.
Bagel, you're just jealous no one will protect you like that.
Don't you worry,
need
Bagel.
protection.
I will protect you, Bagel.
I can protect myself. I have a scythe.
You have a scythe.
Artemis protects all her friends. That includes you, Bagel. Fun fact.
Oh my God. Yeah, CJ, I do have someone protecting me. Yeah.
Everyone has at least one person, and that's just the same person.
I haven't talked to Pfizer.
Character Jay and character Lilith are either going to be best friends or mortal enemies.
Yeah.
Or both.
Take
your pick.
Lilith and Artemis are besties currently.
Yeah,
currently. Don't say it like that.
Currently.
No, I think we haven't got anything planned for them not to be besties, so
Teehee.
besties.
See, I only talked to Isaac at the love festival, and I immediately went, fish guy, and then he saw me talking to myself in the woods. So we have a great introduction.
Yeah, I remember that because he brought it up to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finish up this one. Are we nearly there? It's a long.
Artemis I've got like another 3 paragraphs to go. It's fine.
I believe you.
Artemis then tells the full tale of how she was banished from the end to the overworld. Her family is dead. She can't talk to her fiancé. Not mentioning the letters she had been sending and receiving to her fiancé. And how she spends much time in the island as it is all she has of anything, really. She's gripping onto the only thing she has left. Pfizer stops her mid-rant, saying that everyone has a story and Artemis' story is far from over. After the conversation, Artemis does provide Pfizer 2 gifts. A banner, which she made, and a goat horn that sound matches her own. It's something her own brother Apollo used to love, and had found himself for the 2 of them. Artemis believes that he would be happy with her giving it to someone else, as it would mean she's finally accepted that he's dead. Artemis also offers her island as a place for Pfizer to practice his magic should he ever need, and offering to help if he also needs it. With a final note about her situation, Pfizer relates it to his friend from the past, someone who, just like Artemis, blamed themselves for something that was out of their control. He might not know the full extent of her situation, but he believes she's not at fault for it, something Artemis disagrees with herself. Pfizer asks if Artemis would have been happy had she not made the choices she did, something the half-elf isn't sure about. He then asks her if she is happy now, and Artemis admits that she doesn't even know what happiness is anymore.
I'll be crying about that sentence.
Me, when I was crying saying that sentence.
My catch-ups get more dramatic as they go.
Yeah, they do.
I love drama.
I also love drama. Let's go.
Pfizer then gives Artemis a pep talk, telling her she's alive. That Artemis has so many people who care for her, that she's shown kindness to many people and helped them so much. He hopes that knowing that will help her find her happiness.
Yeah,
Is
me,
it something?
I care about you.
I'm glad, Bagel. I'm glad you care. We're friends. And it's something that she needs to discover on her own, and she very much deserves it. Artemis takes Pfizer to the elven ruin she reconstructed recently, telling him should he ever need to get away, he's free to go there. Don't talk about Artemis's PTSD, okay?
I was about to say the only person who doesn't love Artemis is themselves, and by themselves I mean Celine.
Yeah, literally, honestly, yeah. Artemis is PTSD coded.
Oh no.
It is, though.
I mean, army soldier, am I right? Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh bother.
We have another one, and this one is very fun because the person whose this stream is for is live. And gamers, did you know that a Scottish bean is almost at 1k followers on Twitch? Did you know last time I checked it was like they were at 980? Follow Bean if you haven't already, because
if you don't, we're taking your soul.
We're taking your soul and your knees and your life.
I'll take your souls and your knees.
Wait,
exactly.
I want the soul though.
I had it prepared to paste. I had it prepared to paste in the chat for the shout out. Let me go.
Yeah, it feels so weird that you can do this, like the shout out stuff, because obviously you're normally like doing stuff.
Oh yeah, I literally just have my documents up. This is like very chill for me. I don't gotta think. I just gotta speak. Would you think I'd have to think to speak? But apparently not.
No, you don't.
But this one I get to take, which is very fun. So, Steam Powered Heart is the second quest in the Steam Powered Heart quest line. I forget if the first one was in the episode 1 recap or episode 2 recap. I want to say it was episode 1 recap.
I'm just checking roughly.
You're talking about me? I am talking about you because it's the Steam Powered Heart time, Bean! But it is part 2, so essentially, actually there was 2 other streams. There was the initiating incident and then the beginning of the following the quest. But Bean found a mechanical heart inside their mushroom island and were told to find Mythrill catalyst in order to repower it. They found the first one in the first team-powered heart quest, and the second one they are trying to locate the second. And as they go on their way to find them, they come across these mechanical constructs. The first one being a shark, and we're going to get into what the second one is just in a minute. So, Bean starts off their stream going to have a look for their letters in their mailbox and finds one from my character, Jay, inviting them to tea after finding out from Artemis that they have been inquiring about various Mythrill properties and the such. You know, they're an inventor. They want to learn more. After reading that letter, however, they see who they assume to be Artemis, though in a very different outfit, standing by their nether portal. They invite them over, give them a tour of the island, and once they reach their steamboat, Artemis leaves. But I think we can all assume that that character wasn't actually
My
Artemis.
That
wife.
bitch.
They're impersonating. You know, that's illegal. You can go to prison for that.
You can't. The fact I
Celine.
played
Oh,
both of them.
mama, I'm in love with a criminal.
And the kind of
Is it-
love
Can you be a
it's not,
criminal if
should know
you
it's
make the
physical.
rules?
I love
Hmm.
Celine so much.
I
No
could,
shit,
if I,
Bagel.
yeah, we hadn't noticed.
I love them so much.
So
So
impressive
wait.
local cop, yeah.
Now, Maple has brought up a good point. What if Celine gets the Hoover recipe from Bagel?
Well, I
Not
mean,
Bagel from Bean. Even more
Listen.
wife material?
Yes.
Me
They
when
literally, you don't even need a ring. Just give me that.
Just give you a diamond-encrusted Hoover.
Just give me that, and I'm yours.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. But after saying goodbye to their unexpected and strange guest, Bean heads to their room, grabs a compass, and sets off after the next heart. They have to travel rather far this time, making use of their mechanically constructed elytra to pass over the ocean and land until they come across what appears to be a train. But there's no train tracks or station. It's just dropped in the middle of a forest, rather strangely. As they investigate the train, they discover what appears to be a lot of old, dried blood that had never been cleaned away, as well as
Ew.
countless skeleton skulls and creatures trapped in the pipework of the train system. As they make it to the conductor's carriage, or room, of the train, they find the catalyst they were looking for, as well as a journal from the conductor of the train. And what they learn is rather curious. Essentially, the train got magicked somehow into the middle of the forest. Back when the harbour still existed, they used to use nether portals in order to speed up train travel times, passing a train through one portal into the nether and then on the tracks to another one. However, the train didn't even make it through the portal into the nether before it was teleported to the forest, leading him to believe that something of godlike power is what sent them there, and fearing the worst, having heard insight about rebellions and other such things going through the harbour for the past few days. With a final prayer to someone known as the One True God, they finish writing, hoping that the rest of their passengers will be safe from whatever's to come. But seeing by the bodies, it's rather serious that, well, rather evident that that wasn't the case. Confused by this journal, but with what she came for, Bean sets off back home. They also found a blueprint for some night vision goggles in that chest as well. But they return to their island, head into the cavern system, and find the heart. They deposit the catalyst into the lava once again, quite reluctantly, and the heart speaks to them. It thanks Bean for finding another catalyst, and then begins to talk about the island. How nothing grows there except from mushrooms, kind of alluding to the heart having destroyed the life on it, and reveals that whoever came to the island in the past came to die, and again alludes to them having a part in their deaths. But, according to the heart, that was their master's wish, and their master is no longer around. It no longer has to hurt anyone, no one else needs to die, and the heart of the island doesn't want to kill people anymore. With that final bombshell, it shuts off for the night, with one more plea, that being to find the final catalyst and restore its power fully. With so many questions in their head, Bean sets to work in their workshop, making the blueprint of the night vision goggles to distract them from the impending doom, I suppose, of that conversation.
Tee-hee.
Bagel, you're being yelled at.
Why am I being yelled at?
I don't know, ask Maple.
What have I done?
I think it's really funny. Bean talks to a heart and I talk to eyes. That's great. We'd make great friends.
I mean, their heart is like a mechanical construct. You're
Body
just
part
talking
duo.
to weird souls.
It's their fault. It's their fault, not mine. Their fault,
I
not
mean,
mine.
if you think of it though, like you talk to some spirits, Jay.
That is
Yeah.
true.
You talk
But
to spirits.
mine are
I talk to
willingly
particles.
there, unlike... I mean, I guess bagels are
Hey,
technically
hey.
willingly there.
Yeah.
They
They
made
were
a
willing.
deal.
Yeah,
They
they
were
They
made a
made
deal.
deals.
They were
Like-
willing to sell their souls, but they probably didn't want, you know, eternal torment
I'm also
next to
getting
you.
torment.
You're also getting
Yeah.
torment, so it's a two-way street. I got friendly spirits.
Yeah.
Mine are nice.
It's
Mine are
their fault. They
chaotic.
wanted free stuff. I gave them free stuff.
Did you
I-
really?
Well, it's their fault for like doing a deal with a
It's their
fucking
fault for
devil.
trusting you.
Yeah.
Honestly, no, yeah.
This is the
I
difference
see that.
between demons and a fae. A fae will at least give you what you ask for.
I'm an illusionist. What? Like someone wants to be strong, I give them muscles, and then they die because they try to punch someone who's like really
They tried to
tall.
fight a bear, and then
They try to fight a bear, and then they die. That's them. That's their fault.
that's how my
That is
watcher
their fault.
died. My watcher said, "Make me buff so I can impress the ladies," and then
The
they tried to
ladies,
fight
yeah.
a bear, and it killed them.
Yeah.
That's how my watcher died.
Honestly, valid. But like, no, if you put it into the context, like watchers, spirits, particles.
Yeah, I mean, particles aren't. What would you describe particles as? Because I kind of
I don't
imagine them
know.
as an like extension of your magical will, because magic is all intent.
Yeah, that's
So
what
it's kind
I
of
was
like your not quite your emotions, but your
Oh my god, that's
your
why they're
essence.
so emotional.
Yeah. It's
Where
like
a whole
your
emotion
essence of being kind of manifesting into magic around you, which is why they can be
Yeah.
depressing.
No, the thing is, the particles are always so happy, unlike Artemis.
Mine are
That's where
murderous.
it all went.
You're also murderers. Mine
They
are just
want
happy
everyone
little
dead.
guys.
I love
They
the
want
difference
everyone
between
dead.
them all.
So similar yet so different.
Sad, mad, and happy.
Sad, mad, and
Three
happy.
genders.
Happy, happy, happy. Da, 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 da. Happy, happy, happy.
Okay. We got this.
We got this. We got this. It's your turn, Bagel. It's one
It's
of
my
your
turn.
streams.
It's my
It's a
stream.
bagel
Oh my
stream.
goodness.
It's a bagel stream.
Excited. I see you making my name bold.
I forgot to do the bold ones on this one, so I'm going to do it while
I
you
can't
speak.
believe you. So, a lesson in mischief. That's my one. Bagel, me,
Can I
walks
say,
around
I
the
love how
room.
that parallels a lesson in magic from Arc 1 with the name scheme.
I'm a teacher, guys.
Teaching.
Oh wait, I was gonna read the thing again. Bagel walks around the room yelling at the watchers, as I always start out, that has broken into her house again and doesn't pay rent. Give me money. After a while of rambling, Bagel expresses how bored they've been because the harbor is boring recently and decides it's a perfect day for pranking people. I wanted to make people scared.
Induces
Sorry, I had to
fear.
clear my throat.
Valid.
Heading to the market to buy some more hoovers for her endeavors. Along the way, she bumps into Jelly. Oh dear. Who's been avoiding going outside, just like me for real, after the disaster
Relatable.
of that the flying lesson was. Seizing the opportunity, Bagel invites Jelly to join them for a pranking lesson, and the two run around the valley putting hoovers around people's houses to cause an uprising. They prank Honey, Ava, Isaac. I put one in his bed. Moon, Katie, and Mars before heading to their last target, Artemis. Having been lucky so far, the duo didn't expect to find Artemis wandering their island. After getting spotted, Bagel tells Jelly to fly home whilst they distract Artemis. Bagel runs over to Artemis and starts up a conversation, getting the gift of a water protection potion. Shouldn't have given me that from the half-elf before bringing up their concerns over Jelly's very abundant fear of flying. You have wings, use them. Artemis refuses to talk about the lesson, saying it's something for Jelly themselves to share, before talking about the end. Bagel can't understand Artemis. As the only other person from the end, she doesn't understand how Artemis could want to return, let alone to the person who got them banished in the first place. Bagel firmly believes the overworld to be the best place and it is far less serious and gloomy compared to the end. The end's boring.
The end's a monarchy. We hate the monarchy.
We hate the monarchy. It's so boring.
Bagel, the Irish, hates the British.
I hate the
Makes
British.
sense. I literally just made it the England.
Yeah, I ran away from England, guys. That's
You
my
did.
lore.
Oh my
This
god.
is why I'm Irish. It's at this point Bagel notices something is wrong, seeing the particles that follow Artemis and asking if they drive them insane with the constant nagging, screaming, fighting, etc. It's so hard for Bagel to fight them as well as a completely different side of themselves. Realizing they said too much, idiot, Bagel quickly makes an excuse to leave, biting Artemis goodbye. Speaking to the Watchers chat once again, Bagel knows how that wasn't normal, how they don't understand why they said all that, blaming it on Artemis's stare. They even almost switched to speaking in Darien and mentioning her mask. I was literally just going to start speaking Irish.
That makes sense.
Meeting back up with Jelly in the harbour, Bagel rushes past explaining what happened with Artemis and moves on to other things, such as Celine. Being unaware that they were raised in the auction house, Jelly explains this to Bagel as well as their dislike toward the deity. Something Bagel doesn't agree with, as they see Celine as a funny person. Harsh eyes. They
Got
head
you
to the
half
bakery.
eyes.
I'm sorry,
Harsh
the
eyes.
idea
They head
of
to the
speaking
bakery.
Irish being the equivalent of speaking Endarian has me insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, you think it this way, like Artemis speaks that fluently as well.
That's what I find
So,
more
like,
funny.
You need to learn Irish, or do you know Irish?
I'm not commenting.
Do you?
I was about to do a Jacksepticeye voice and I thought better
Top of
not.
the morning to you, laddies. My name
Morning to you,
is
laddies.
Welcome to the Mythrill Monday. They head to the bakery with Bagel, buying Jelly some bagels. And Jelly gets
Hey.
Bagel some sugar cookies. I still have those. I have not eaten a single one of them. They also buy Jelly donuts just to throw them in the ocean. Yay!
Yay!
With a few
Littering!
signs about the Hoover uprising placed on the community board, the two part ways until the next pranking lesson. Heading home, Bagel sits down to do some bedtime reading of Mars's journal, something they stole whilst pranking him. Having not learned from the last time they stole someone's journal, Bagel begins thinking of how she could use this information to cause chaos, maybe meddling in Mars and Katie's relationship. With more pranks on the brain, I like that, on the brain and fun to be had, Bagel heads to bed with a devious smirk on their face, partially hidden by their mask.
I like that phrasing at the end that I did. It was fun.
I like it.
I like to the brain.
Yeah.
Me, the stuff that's in that, like, obviously that happened in that lore stream that no one knows about apart from me, Bagel, and Jay. Teehee.
Now I love we'll get into it with some of the later things, but I love that the note here about you messing with Mars and Katie's friendship. People could have really thought that was something else that happens later when it wasn't, and I think that's really funny. It's like a little red herring, which is not purposeful, but it's great.
Yeah,
I just wanted to be silly.
It was
You just want to be
perfect
silly,
timing.
and it was the perfect little red herring, but I still think no one picked up on it.
This is really off topic, but I love the fact of Bagel is also viewing this document and is a unicorn.
Oh no,
I am a unicorn.
I was about to say when I looked, I was like, oh, there, Bagel,
Or a unicorn.
Bagel, Bagel, you're the pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbows.
Oh my god!
No, but it's purple. It's not pink.
During Pride Month.
During Pride Month.
Pride Month.
Purple fluffy unicorn
dancing on rainbows. Dancing on Pride Month. Aww.
That's my song now.
It's yours. Copyright it. Parody.
Copyrighted.
Copyright it.
That's my parody, and you
Good
can't
match.
have it.
Right, well, it looks like it's my turn again. And I'm doing someone's quest again.
Yay!
So we're moving on to the third and final part of Moon's quest in the ancient cities. Essentially, they had been searching for information on their mother, having found a book by their aunt, an adventurer called Hilaria, lost in these ancient cities. We've covered the past two quests already in I think they were in episode 1 and 2 of Mythrill Monthly. Can't quite remember.
Yeah.
And this is the 3rd one, so it's the final of them exploring the ancient cities, but I'm sure there will be more related streams to that plot thread in the future. Just, Thanks, phone, for me never remembering to turn off my alarm. Anyway. Ignore my Undertale obsession from the past. I like the spider dance song.
I'm about to say, it didn't pick up on your mic.
It usually doesn't, so I try not to say anything, but then I also think it's funny. I will go forever. Anyway.
Ironically,
Miss Muffet was my favorite character.
Same!
This ringtone normally goes off, and it picks up normally when it's just in VC and not on stream. Some reason.
Oh, I think that's just to do with my mic filters. Literally, my phone is directly underneath my mic, so I'm always surprised when it doesn't pick it up.
Well, it shouldn't really do anything because I hear it over Discord when it's just the two of us, but not when you're streaming. When I'm in Discord, I don't pick it. It doesn't pick up.
I'm just gonna turn the alarm off because that's for my TikTok uploads, and I stopped doing those anyway. Moon's Quest. So,
continuing.
Following the 3rd compass they found at the last ancient city, which was full of steampunk-esque machinery, Moon and Monet, 2 pirates, head off to locate the 3rd and final city. They pass through a portal to a crater which used to inhabit an old person called Tofu, who was killed by the demon Karma back in Arc 1. Interesting tale, that one. Moon had a tentative allyship with the person, but wasn't too bothered in the end with their demise. But they used that portal to get closer to their desired location. Using their elytras to fly across the forests, they come across a mountain-sized tree poking out from the water, and I'm not exaggerating, it is as tall as a mountain and very, very large.
I'm as tall as a mountain.
In our hearts, you are, Bagel, in our hearts.
In real life.
In real life, sure thing. But Moon and Monet find a bridge between the leaves from the mountain into the tree, and they make their way down a rickety staircase through the hollowed log of the tree. Making their way down, they find an ancient city, but this one is incredibly overgrown by plants and foliage, roots of the tree sticking through the ceiling, glowberries scattered everywhere, and moss littering the floor of the chasm, along with skulk and skulls to show that there's been quite a lot of violence here in the past. We've got my screenshots for this one as well. We do enjoy that.
I love the screenies.
We do love the screenies. They're so fun. But me trying to figure out what my sentences are. They enter what looks to be some sort of arena-like space in the center of the ancient city, where they find a chest surrounded by candles, much like they found in the other 2, inside which contains some chorus fruit, as well as the final journal written by Hilaria. It shares that Hilaria and their partner Tim had been asked to visit this ancient city by the council, in charge of, the underground cities, and requested them to join an uprising against the god Warren. Which is why they were building...
OMG.
Oh my god!
Warren, I love Warren.
Which is why...
You don't even know the man.
You haven't even met him!
I'll know him and then I'll go, ooh.
Will you though? I don't know if you'll...
I'm so concerned by Bagel's taste in people. Anyway.
Yeah, me too.
Next is Karma.
Karma's probably your best bet, honestly.
Yeah, Karma's the better option of the
They've gone on a date with Ava before. I can see them probably going on dates. They're also, you're trying to date demon royalty. Are you sure you want to pursue that?
I'm just going after the big 3,
Based, anyway.
All 3 of them.
Oh, sorry, Charlie's in chat and I'm happy now. Charlie Swarm. I miss you, Charlie Swarm. Mwah, kisses.
You can't love Karma. I love Karma.
Charlie's known Karma longer than you.
I haven't even met Karma
You've
yet.
never met Karma.
That's my
I've met Celine.
Karma canonically drew a mustache on character Charlie when they fell asleep in the library.
Yeah, and I love that. They're besties.
Very goofy.
I met Celine and I love Celine.
This is why Bagel and this is why Lilith and Karma would get on well, because they're both pranksters.
They're the exact same person.
Oh my
Is
God,
that
we
why?
wind up pranking
Wait,
them.
I'm noticing Artemis's type right now.
You like the tricksy ones. Your friends
Yeah.
are 2 demons and a fae.
And who is her fiance? Oh wait,
His
Also
name
a
is
little
his
trickster.
name is Loki. I wonder what that could be.
I wonder, guys.
Anyway.
It's like that one god who is of mischief.
Oh my goodness. Totally no relation. Anyway.
I totally.
The ancient city leaders had asked Hilaria and Tim to join the uprising against Warren, where they had been constructing wardens in order to amass an army to take on the god with the help of people from the surface world. But Hilaria and Tim say no, inciting the wrath of the ancient city leaders, and, well, they try to kill them because they said no, so the word doesn't get out. They fail to do so, and using magic, Hilaria and Tim sort of do what I would say accounts for a nuclear plant bomb inside the place, which is why it's covered in trees and plants and skulls.
And death.
But in the book, we also learn a bit more about Hilaria and her sister, Mary, Moon's mother, and how the two of them had an argument, which Hilaria sort of what's the word? Kind of draws relation between the foolish request of the ancient city leaders and her sister. Whilst the city leaders had been trying to overthrow a god, Mary had been trying to open a portal to the end, an ancient dimension that had been sealed off after a war. So many mysteries around it, it was very obvious that it might not be safe to do so, whether that would just be opening the portal in general or passing through it. Hilaria had been asked to help her sister. She had refused, causing an argument between the two of them and the discourse in their relationship. Something that Hilaria still seems to be rather angry about. After finishing the book, Moon and Monet look up and they see something rather concerning. I'm not sure if I have any clean shots, but we'll search through. You can see them on fire in this picture.
You can see them burning.
You can see them burn alive in this picture.
Dying.
You can see a little bit. They're not as red there. I think they're all going to be on fire. Unfortunately, but essentially, what appears to be some sort of advanced warden construct jumps down from the walls of the arena, holding a massive fuck you axe. A massive fuck you axe. Covered in skull, which, you know, dead things spawn skull, so that's alluding to something. But the creature immediately starts to attack them, specifically targeting Moon, and the three of them are drawn into an intense battle. It takes a while, but eventually Moon and Monet are able to overcome what we call the cavern crawler, getting its head as well as its axe and various other amounts of loot. Yes.
Oh no.
I kinda like the way the cavern crawler looks.
Back up.
I also like how the cavern... Okay, the cavern crawler's dead. The axe is called the False God's axe, so I get why you're interested.
Can I revive them?
No, you cannot.
No.
Damn.
But what you can do is say a big thank you to the lovely Izzy Foxy for playing the cavern crawler. Yay! They guested as this lovely NPC for us. They're so very lovely. We enjoy them immensely. Such a beautiful being, such a wonderful being. But yeah, thank you, Izzy, for playing the cavern crawler. I'll try to get a better picture of your good side next time.
What do you mean? It's only good side.
I know. I was just about to say that, Bagel.
Same mind.
Hee. But with the cavern crawler defeated, Moon and Monet make their way around the rest of the ancient city, gathering some loot before heading home with their spoils. Now knowing that her mother may potentially be in the end, Moon sets it upon herself to have a talk with Artemis in the future, since their dear friend is from there. And they end the day by... What was it that they did?
Oh, I wonder.
They found the Hoover prank and took the Hoovers hostage, and then they blamed the bees. They made the bee mafia and said the bees are the one who took the Hoovers hostage, not us. Yep, that's canon.
Getting money for that.
Bagel's
was
tail
just
about
here
to
to
catch
scare
on
them.
fire.
Is that Sky? Hold up, hi Sky.
Hi Sky. Hi Sky was taken to
No,
the
I'm
maker of the
eating the
Mythrill
fire.
Monthly opening and end music. We love you.
I'm
I
eating
love
the
you,
fire.
Sky.
You are eating the fire, is it Nomi?
It is delicious, and it kind of burned.
Oh, it's so tasty. It's so tasty. I'm doing another thanks command. Because we have fun. But yeah, that is Upon the Familiar Waves. Do you want to take the next one? Wait, who's taking the next one? Is it you or me?
It's you,
Me
because then I'm
again?
after.
Okay,
And then it's because
And then
you,
it's you
me, you.
Actually, I'm happy that I'm doing the Mars and Katie ones because
I basically I gave you kind of them all because they're more relative to you.
Yes, they should be
apart from one of them.
Oh,
which it's just the Mars one.
Oh, okay.
Which because I was involved in that and it was split in it.
That is so fair. Oh, someone did a shout out for Sky. Valid. Based.
Thank you, Skylar.
That's my wife right there. I miss them. They're missing still.
I flirt with that wife a bit too much.
It's got to stop stealing my wife.
You can't say I flirt with you too.
Mwah. Anyway,
Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
Don't worry, Bagel. It's
Bagel's
not
just the adopted kid now. We're just like, ooh, stop kissing, ooh.
Ew, they're kissing again.
Not again.
Honestly, I've adopted everyone in the SMP.
You've adopted me and you also flirt with me.
Oh?
No, that's different. That's different law, that.
That's different law, that. It's okay.
That's separate.
Anyway, Mending by the Letter is a stream between Mars and Katie. Their last interaction had ended in an argument, with Mars telling Katie that they should take better care of themselves instead of trying to find their way home, and Katie lashing out at them for the absolute audacity of such a statement, even though Mars is correct.
He's so real for that. He
So
should
real,
take his
so
own
real.
advice.
Honestly, he should. He really, really should.
Jay should also take his advice.
Who?
Jay.
No, never. What do you mean? Anyway. Mars is heading to the harbour to deliver another letter to send to his father at the docks, which Jay had showed him how to do previously. He hasn't gotten a response from his first one, but he's just going to be sending more as he can and when he desires. But as he approaches the docks,
I'm eating the letters.
Oh, don't do that.
Stop causing Mars pain.
That's unhealthy.
Delicious.
Bagel is secretly the mailman.
I'm the mailman, but no one.
Honestly, Arc 3, I'd love for somebody's character to just be the mailman.
We spoke about
We
this.
have.
I
want to personify the mailman who keeps messing up my orders.
It's just this. No, it's the person who just plays it. It's like Stan Lee, like that, and he's just the best type of man that we all love to his hearts.
It would be so wonderful. It would be so wonderful. But as Mars approaches the docks, they see Katie sat on the edge of them, looking into the water. Trying to be quiet and not disturb them, Mars opens the barrel to put his letter away, but is immediately heard and caught. The two start very awkwardly making conversation, with Mars apologising to Katie for what he said last time, and Katie accepting but seeming a little bit nonchalant about anything, a bit dismissive, I would say. But eventually the two decide to head back to Mars's house to have a picnic, since Katie's never had one before, where they talk about things more. Katie starts to warm up a bit to hanging out with Mars again, and they talk about various things, like Katie's birthday, which Mars is very sad that he missed, and how Katie eventually apologizes for calling Mars a bad doctor. However, Mars agrees with her that he is a bad doctor and cites the incident of him accidentally poisoning Jelly as proof. Katie comforts him over what happened because she knows it wasn't Mars's fault, but Mars doesn't quite believe her. He blames himself, deep-rooted insecurities, just everyone on this SMP.
Not my kid.
Apart from Lilith.
Not my kid.
Not me, I don't have any of those.
You just got, insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not an insecurity, though.
That's not insecurity.
They're not insecurity. That's just insanity.
That's just insanity, but it's still something. It still begins with an I.
Well, you know what else begins with an I?
I love you.
What? Stop.
It also starts with I.
What?
Bagel is a wonderful and beautiful person.
That doesn't start with an I. It starts
Begins
with
with
a
a
B.
B.
No, it does now because I decided.
A Bagel, your name starts with an I. This is what you get.
God damn it.
Damn it.
Exactly.
You can
So,
start a
like,
sentence
fucking
with I
letters.
think bagel is amazing and wonderful.
No, I know bagel.
I
is amazing and
know
wonderful.
bagel is
I don't
amazing
think.
and wonderful.
I just know these things.
Igloo.
Okay.
Igloo.
Igloo. Oh. Okay, but
Bagel, accept my compliments in DMs now.
No.
guys, besties, stop fighting. No, in the law podcast. Jesus.
Also, yeah, not my kid. Especially my kid. Stay away from my kid, people. Not insecure in my kid.
Giving
saying.
Mars all
I'm
of the
gonna
hugs.
bite your kid.
Violence, stop. Anyway,
No, not my kid.
Yes, your kid.
after comforting Mars, Katie talks a bit more about how she misses her family, and Mars convinces her to try writing some letters to them, that it might help comfort her a bit, and that she could toss them into the ocean and see if they happen to stumble across them. Highly unlikely that it would happen, but you know, always a shot. So Mars helps Katie construct a letter to her family, and then the two of them throw them out into the water, hoping to get something in return soon. And shortly after, they two have a nice, lovely hug, telling each other how much they love each other before Katie heads home
Ew.
to plot out more maps of the ocean. And Mars tends to his motion sickness, having been in the boat.
Just be
But yeah,
less
isn't that so cute? They're friends, Your Honor. They made up.
Oh
they
my
love
God.
each other.
They're friends, Your Honor. It would be such a shame
It
if
would be
someone
such
were
a
to
shame.
ruin it.
It would be so
It
sad.
would be
It would
such a
be
shame
such
if
a
anything
shame.
bad ever happened. I'd be so sad.
It would be so upsetting.
My God. Anyway,
I would cry.
I would also cry. But we move on to the
L.
next one, and
Unexpected visitor.
thank you for finishing that because I can't speak and type.
It's okay. I can speak and you can type.
And I can watch.
Well, the watchers make sense.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Wait, we're like the three monkeys, the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
You know, I was literally gonna reference that.
Ellis see no evil.
But how could I be see not evil?
Because you can't,
I just can't see,
you
so
can't see. You're see no evil. Bagel is speak no evil, I guess, because they're just watching, and I guess I'm hear no
Yeah.
evil.
How can you not
Why do they
hear
do
though? You
that?
got big ass ears.
Bitch.
You got.
So do you.
Look. Yeah, but yours are bigger. You've larger
Anyway,
ears.
unexpected visitor.
Yeah,
This one is
we all
about.
have pointed ears.
Who is this one about?
Me.
Yeah, it's about you, my
It's
beloved.
mine.
Go on then.
So, sorry, I had a cough. My apologies.
How dare you?
So,
Continue.
all I did was breathe, chat. I just went, you're like, continue. I'm like, I will, thank you. With a lot going on recently with Artemis, as she has have information of now Mars' illness, with Bagel's ranting, and Skulk littering the island for some reason, and the looming threat of Celine of Constant. Always.
I don't see it as a threat.
I do.
See it as an opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, because I play both of them. But Artemis decides that she was going to do a little magic to benefit a friend of theirs. But it's unknown to anyone of who this friend is apart from herself. She heads home, but shortly after she ends up at home, Moon appears, wanting to talk. The two enter the half-elf's house before starting a conversation, with Artemis not being keen on Moon seeing the Skulk outside her house. Cutting to the chase, Moon starts to question Artemis about the end and if there would be any possible way for her to get there. Artemis does reveal it to be potentially possible if they could find and open a portal, even though Artemis already knows where the portal is, having opened it
I wonder.
already.
I just want to say that when you started talking about Moon, my brain just went, what if Minecraft Texture Pack replaced Moon with Moon Skin Face?
Oh my god,
My
I
brain
love
just
that.
went, what if Majora's Mask where the moon crashes into this town and it's just
No,
Moon's
but
head?
like Moon's just watching over us constantly. She's always there. Cracker. Anyway. But Artemis is against going to the end as it could be dangerous. Or at least she would be killed on sight. Trying to persuade and give reason for Moon not to go there, Artemis tells them that they would need Eyes of Ender in order to gain access to the portal. But Artemis then asks Moon why she is so suddenly interested in going to the end. Because she had no interest at all previously to this, and Moon reveals that her investigation into the ancient cities and her aunt's note paid off, learning that it's highly possible her mother went to the end. More determined than ever to find her mother, Moon wants to enter the dimension as it's her only tangible lead. Artemis does agree to help Moon, but allows the pirate to leave without sharing anything about her own portal, and the fact she's met Moon's mother before.
Oh my god.
You said like you didn't know this, Jay.
That's crazy.
Crazy talk.
Even with the perfect poker face, Moon can't help but feel there's something Artemis isn't telling her. I wonder why, Moon.
I wonder why.
Maybe because you're really good friends and friends can tell when their friends are lying. Fun fact, this is the only time Artemis has lied to somebody up to this point.
My goodness.
She lied to someone else, but we're not speaking about that yet. With Moon now gone, the half-elf begins to panic, worried about lying to Moon and how they'll manage to find another end portal when they're so rare, and about the danger Moon could be in if she were to go to the end. Trying to calm down, the half-elf sits down to read her latest letter from her fiancé, who laments over not receiving a response from her and writes his concern over Artemis's well-being. Artemis feels torn apart, wanting to trust Loki again, but is unsure if she should after all that he has caused her. Stressed and unsure, Artemis heads to the church on her island, praying to the god of the stars to make sure Moon is safe. Having met Moon's mother, Mary, she knows how alike the two are. Artemis hopes to protect her, just like she does with everyone she cares about, and make sure Moon doesn't do anything rash. Heading home, Artemis returns to her desk and prepares to write once more.
I will never get over the fact that Mythrill is made from ender pearls and I can't get those.
Don't you worry, Big. I get them for you in the most non-hurtful
See, I was
way,
thinking about
obviously.
this when me and Bean did our stream the other day, because Mythrill is basically an alloy because you can't mine it. So like, I guess it would be like crushed diamonds, and the way my brain does it is you pierce an ender pearl, and you get like juice from it. That's what my brain thinks of.
This before,
I know, but I don't think I've talked about it on a stream
it's so
before.
graphic.
No.
I'm holding my dead like people.
You're holding your dead brethren as you
I'm holding my dead
stab their
species.
eyes.
It's terrible. I
and
may only
pour
be
the-
half, but like, God.
I know, it's violent.
So I get them from Elle, who barters for them.
Thing
but
is, you
they're
can't
probably
even
dead.
blame me for the crafting recipe because I didn't make that crafting recipe.
God damn, who made it?
They're not existing anymore. They got cancelled
Damn.
on Twitter.
But yeah.
They've already got their just desserts.
Good. I'm glad
They
killed my
deserved.
people.
They killed my people. My people.
Yeah, but that's the most like sus law stream I've ever done. Everyone was like, Artemis is suspicious. I'm like, no, she's not, guys.
Artemis is a little bit of a sussy backer.
Stop. I'm not making the end theme the Among Us song for anyone who brings it up again.
Isn't that a
I-
Cab SMP thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cab SMP, it's
That's
the
why I'm not
Among Us
doing it.
theme.
I've got one. I already have it. I haven't shared it though, that's all.
Aw.
Damn. I think I should know it because, like, you know, me, you, we
Yeah, I will
Oh,
share
this
it
is
too.
this is something I wanted to ask. So we know if Artemis went back to the end, they would probably be murdered on sight. What would happen if
Me
Lilith
and
went
Bagel
back?
discussed this last night.
What would happen if Lilith went back?
If
I don't
Lilith
know.
went back, I feel like her parents would be like, "Oh my god, you're back," but she would also probably be killed because of the
Yeah.
rules that are in place.
Ironically, we literally mentioned
Mm.
this last night because
Yeah.
of law stuff we've got planned. That's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like a tentative thing because obviously leaving the end is forbidden, and I guess
Yeah.
it's also sort of a messy territory of going through a portal in the overworld.
Yeah.
Because Moon's mother wasn't killed, but was
She was arrested by me.
arrested.
Haha.
That was probably more of an information sort of thing.
I don't know. It depends.
It really depends on the situation, but somehow they live. But I'd say that's an extenuating situation.
Yeah.
Or if that's not quite the right word. Anyway,
But yeah,
it's
both-
definitely
Murder.
interesting to think
I
about.
guess both Lilith and Artemis would be killed on sight if they both went back.
Because
Yeah.
they would know the rules.
Mm-mm.
Because they broke the law, so that would get them arrested, and because
Yeah.
of
Yeah, and Vagel's family, what are they like? They're not an important family in the books.
They're not important, but they were like, you know.
The way I see
You're
it is
up
like
there.
I imagine them as like new money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
very
'Cause,
very new money
yeah.
family.
Very new money and so in love.
And so in love.
So in love, guys. It's not like, you know, toxicity is a thing.
It's not like, what is that one song on your playlist? Price of Perfection or something?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
That one.
that one.
I love that song.
It's great. I just love all your songs in your playlist. They're so
Oh my
good.
God,
I've stolen all your
They're
character
great.
playlists. You know this already. Anyway, China teacups. How do I spell China?
CH.
I got it. I'm reading it. I just thought I got
love
letters
how we
round the wrong
both
way.
started spelling it.
I thought I got the N and the A around the wrong way at first, but no, I typed it correctly on my
N
keyboard.
and the A. Yan. Chain.
China.
Chain.
Chanan. Chanan is a
that's
place that exists in
Chain.
Sonic.
Oh yeah.
I didn't need to know
Chanan.
that.
Chanan. Yeah.
Speaking of Sonic.
I'm here with two Sonic fans.
I love Sonic.
I
so
love
much.
Sonic the Hedgehog. I've got a picture of Sonic, Shadow, and Silver on my wall. They stare at
I
me
have
know.
keychains.
all day.
I know I've seen it.
You have.
I have keychains and sometimes I put them on my jeans, so I bring one with me every day.
That's so adorable. I love you for that.
I have a Sonic with me all the time.
As you should.
Wow.
As you should.
Today
I need to
I
get
wore
that.
Shadow.
Ooh, love that. Edgy hedgy.
You're
Gee. Okay, China teacups though. This is a me and Mars and a Katie stream. Hooray. Clap, 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 clap,
Wait,
clap.
hold
A
up,
tea
hold up.
party. Nothing goes wrong at tea parties.
Guys, I
Nothing.
can clap for you. Give me a second.
I'm scared. I know
No,
what's
I can
happening
clap,
and I'm
I can
scared.
clap, I can clap.
Yes.
The noise I make sometimes.
Golf clap.
That's-
Wait, can we
that's how I-
get a sound of the one with Bagel's face on it real quick? Thank you. Okay.
The timing. We both did it at the same time.
Oh, I love that one. All right.
Oh.
You cease the soundboard now. I swear to God. I swear to God. I will mute the Discord. I will mute it. Don't test me.
No.
China teacups. So, Jay sends out some invitations to Mars and Katie to meet her for tea, since she's aware that they had a bit of an argument the other day and wants to make sure that everything's all right and spend time with some of the lovely people that she knows. You know, she needs a break. She needs some tea time. Do it with people kind of forces her to actually go. If there's people she has to meet there. So Mars gets his invitation to Jay's tea, as well as an invitation to the auction, which we'll note more about later. Katie gets the same, and they both make their way to the tea house. Katie arrives first, then Jay gets in, they chat for a bit, and then Mars shows up. Once they're all there, Jay gives Katie an elven dress that she had made for them. You know, just a nice little token to try and get her more comfortable living on the surface, and gives Mars a cloak, which they made to look like leaves, since they know that Mars loves plants so much. They then sit down with all their cakes and tea and treats and start talking about things. Jay asks Katie how they're doing and how their search for home has been going, and Katie admits it hasn't been going very well, which leads Jay to talking about the book on sea elves which they ordered and that has mysteriously gone missing, though they're asking the mail company if it's got where it is right now.
I eated it.
Mars goes rather suspiciously quiet at this point until Jay directs a conversation towards him, asking how he's been holding up since the flying lesson, which he says he's been doing more or less okay, though not quite sure how much we believe about that. The small talk moves on to the invitations from Celine, since both Jay, Katie, and Mars have all received one in their mailboxes that day. As Jay reads hers aloud for the three of them, Mars realizes his letter seems to be a bit more personal, having been directly addressed to him at the start, unlike the other two, and to have an extra note at the bottom, as well as being signed by Celine themselves. But he doesn't bring this up to the table. He just listens and goes along with what's happening. They end up taking a detour to the library to grab a couple of books that Jay had wanted to share with them. I don't remember which ones they were. Oh, it was the one about human societies, which eventually brings them talking about Rose, a Veela, which is a type of fairy, that has a very bad opinion on humans, which Jay brings up the fact of not every human is nice to more magical creatures. Something they shared with Mars before, and something that Katie relates to, having apparently had a dance battle with a sailor before, which they claim to have won.
Totally.
What a silly little guy.
I believe it.
Realizing that she's about to have a sugar crash, Katie decides to leave, waiting for Mars to come out with her, whilst Jay and him have a final conversation.
They came out, congrats.
I'm so proud of you.
So, oh my god, in Pride Month as well. So proud, so proud. Jay has a little chat with Mars, reminding him that she's there for him whenever he needs, and wishes the two goodbye with a final hug to Mars as they set off home. Jay thinks about how
wholesomeness.
because it's cute, because it's sweet. Just ignore the fact that all of Mars and Katie's things have something to do with breakable objects. Anyway,
yeah.
I'm not alluding to anything. Jay muses about having needed some time out of the house after all the work they've been doing, but as they set off to go home, they see the suspicious figure of Melora running past the tea house. Following them and their curious teapot, they lose them outside of the abandoned building at the back of the harbour. Seeing nobody inside, they decide to do more investigating work later to figure out what the most mysterious member of the valley has been up to. Meanwhile, Mars walks Katie home to make sure they don't crash on the way, and as they reach the beach, Katie finds a letter on the sand. Opening it, they realise it's a letter from their family, and they get very emotional very quickly. They thank Mars profusely for giving them the idea of writing in the first place, and set off to go write more letters as Mars makes his way home, more confused than ever over what to think of Celine. Since, you know, everyone's saying how bad they are, but his interactions have been
Not
quite positive.
me.
You don't know each other. Doesn't count.
Yeah, they haven't spoken.
Not yet.
So.
You've just stolen from them.
Yeah, and I'm going to steal more.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
This is gonna go great. I like this next title because we sort of combined your and Jelly's titles to make the downfall of pranking. Before you start that, however, I need to show this. Maple made Lilith art and put it in the public Discord.
They sent that to me. It's so
pretty.
I love
everybody
Maple
join
art.
the public Discord. We love fan art. We need more fan art for the Mythrill members. I'm the only one who makes fan art for the Mythrill members. I want more. Me and Mars
does as well.
Me and Mars are the only people who make Mythrill fan art. We need more.
Rose has as well.
I need more still. I need more.
Yeah, no,
but I haven't drawn in a while. So
that's so base, bestie. But look at this. It's so cute.
I love.
I'm gonna keep this up while you do the downfall of pranking.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh boy! Oh boy!
All right, guys. So downfall of pranking. After their previous lesson in pranking, Jelly decides to try and pull the ultimate prank on the prank master herself, Bagel, sneaking into the half Enderman's house. I thought it was really funny because Jelly had their game muted, but
Yeah.
I
You were
was like,
snoring.
I was snoring. I was going me, and I thought they could hear me, but they told me after that they didn't, and I was really upset about it.
They're so
It's
silly.
okay.
Jelly looks around, trying to think of something to do, careful not to wake Bagel, who snores softly in their bed. Eventually, Jelly finds
I
Bagel's
included
signature
it. I
mask.
included it.
Thank you. Thank you. Justice for me.
Yeah.
Sat beside her bed, deciding then and there that their prank will be to steal it. Oh no. Quickly leaving the underground home, Jelly borrows an ender chest from Artemis before heading home, confident Bagel will like the prank even though Artemis disagrees. And who knows Bagel better than Artemis?
Yay! I know.
Meanwhile-
Bagel well.
Yeah, we know each other so well.
Besties,
do.
besties.
Meanwhile, Bagel wakes up and immediately, because, always has it, realizes her mask is missing, leading her to start frantically searching for it around her house. She reminds the Watchers that without it, she'll go crazy and potentially murderous. Finding nothing, she rushes to the harbor to try and find it, thinking someone she's pranked before might have taken it. After finding no sight of the mask at Ava, Moon, or Mars's, Bagel heads to Artemis's island. They quickly run into Artemis, who realizes what's going on and offers to take Bagel to Jelly's house, which she hurriedly accepts. I almost said upsets. Once on the island, Artemis wishes Bagel good luck and offers to bring them some bagels later to help them feel better before flying away. They didn't.
How dare.
They didn't bring me bagels. Bagel wastes no time barging into Jelly's house. I was going to break the door down, then they opened
Elle
it.
opens up
Getting
the
in their
front right
face.
now to give you bagels.
Yeah, getting
You
in
buy
their
them
face
off me
as
all the
they
time. I can't really do that half the time.
as they sardonically congratulate them on the prank they pulled and demand their mask back, which Jelly agrees to return to them now, seeing how serious and scary Bagel is acting. They find an ender chest and Jelly starts frantically opening their shulker boxes, but can't find the mask in any of them. Realizing they'd lost it, Jelly starts frantically apologizing, continuing to look everywhere for the mask. Bagel, meanwhile, begins to laugh manically, an eerie calm falling over them after. Suddenly losing interest in the mask, Bagel treasures?
Yeah?
Reassures.
Reassures. It's supposed to be reassures. Thank you, Translate,
Yeah.
for fixing my bad spelling. Definitely made it worse. Thanks.
Bagel reassures Jelly that everything is fine. They don't need the mask anyway. This makes Jelly confused, even more so as Bagel tells them not to look for the mask anymore before leaving, but they try to convince themselves that everything is alright. Meanwhile, Bagel starts burning down a forest in order to let out some aggression, becoming more and more unhinged the longer they were without the mask.
And the mask is...
With a strong urge to cause chaos like
Thank you
never
for getting
before.
that off of Google, Elle.
You can really tell.
They
1
copied
minute, I've
reassured
got
from
the-
Google and
You're doing
pasted it
great.
in.
Bagel
I got
from
this.
the harbor, thinking about targets and how she can use the Watchers to learn more about people. Coming soon. Trying to figure out who would be the best to torment. They somehow bump into Jelly again, who apologizes some more, but Bagel just gives them some snacks and leaves. That snack, however, had a Watcher stuck to it, prepped and ready to do
It's
some spy work.
me!
It was Jay.
It was Jay.
I'm in
Watcher.
Jelly's stomach. I'm not actually sure if they ate it or not, but I might be.
I don't
You
think they
might be.
did.
Ah, sad.
They
They're
didn't
just
eat
watching
it.
for now.
I'm just watching.
Arriving home, Bagel finds an invitation to the auction outside their home and instantly has some ideas of what to do with the information. Deciding a makeover desperately is in order now that their stupid mask is gone, Bagel plans to get some new attire before the auction, even musing that they might stop by early to scope out the item, so to say. Tired from all the stress brought on by Jelly's pranks, running around the harbor, and needing more energy for her upcoming plans, Bagel heads to bed once more. I'm a hibernator.
You are a hibernator.
That's
I
so
also...
valid.
I want to note that for most of Bagel's lore streams, I just refer to them as Bagel. In this one, it's completely Bagel, but in quotation marks.
Yeah,
Because the mask is missing.
because it's gone now.
Because it's gone, so it's Bagel in quotation marks for real in this one.
A bagel
Real
question
for real.
mark?
Bagel question mark? Is this
Whenever
real?
I'm not doing lore, my character is just asleep.
They are
So-
just hibernating constantly.
They hibernate all
Why-
the time. They're a very tired person.
They're
That's so
very
valid.
tired. They never get up to anything that is not on camera. It is always they are sleeping.
Someone always has to be there.
They are sleeping.
Someone always has to be courting them. If you are suspecting they're doing anything else, no.
You're
They
wrong.
are asleep.
They so eepy. They so eepy.
They're so eepy, they sleep all the time.
They so eepy. They sleepy.
They're eepy.
Eepy eepy eepy.
Eep.
Eep 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 eepy. Okay, is this one? This one me, Elle? Is this next one me?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. This one is.
Oh wait, no, this is actually me.
Oh, it's you.
my
Well,
God.
this one is Shattering Bonds. Another
Yeah.
Mars and Katie stream.
Yeah, you're
I
not.
want to ruin their friendship.
Wow.
We should be lovers instead. I know that song, Bagel. What are you
Okay.
planning with Marsarcy?
Hey,
Crikey.
Crikey.
we cuddled.
Not
We
this stream.
cuddled.
Deal with
Ooh,
it.
ooh. That bed ain't so
So-
bad when there's a Mars on it.
So,
Cuddle buddy.
Katie
Sorry, you
Katie
can go.
excitedly runs around the harbour, grabbing some treats, stocking her shop, enjoying her time in the valley, just like her parents suggested in their letter. Overcome with happiness, she runs to see if there's another letter from her family washed up on the shoreline. As she arrived there, she did see a letter, but she also ignored the footprints in the sand. Due to how excited she was, Katie decides to show her Bubbles, which is chat, all the letters she has gotten. After getting very emotional over the sweet messages her beloved parents sent, Katie decides to head over to her closest friend Mars's, get some more supplies so she can write back to them. And at the same time, Mars is wandering his house, feeling weak, looking slightly more pale than he normally does. And he heads out to his letterbox and finding another invitation to tea from Jay. This time just the two of them, which he puts with the rest of his letters. Once again, spotting his invitation to the auction, Mars is reminded of his uncertainty towards Celine, and how, despite all of the terrible things he's heard, she's been nothing but kind to him. And it is at this point Katie breaks his door down.
Oh, one, that's a dramatic reaction. Two, the bar is on the floor for Mars.
Yeah,
The
it
bar
is.
is on the floor.
I
It's-
could be your friend.
Honestly,
I still got Gemma. I want to be friends now.
Honestly, I think
mean-
Bale would be a better friend than Celine at least. Just saying.
Honestly, yeah, I think Bagel's friend goals.
Yeah.
I am friend goals.
Just, if you like murder,
Yeah.
If you like a little bit, it'd be a little silly.
it's a little
sometimes.
bit spicy.
At some no. Lily announced in her presence, Katie happily requests writing supplies from her friend Mars, desperately wanting to write another reply to her loving family. Together, they gather the items and set outside to write. Katie asking Mars to help think of things to write to them. As he absent-mindedly gardens, they banter back and forth, Mars's horse Athena watching lazily from behind them, cuddling on the grass and even having a staring contest at one point. The wholesome atmosphere comforting as they bask in each other's presence. The two content best friends, happily enjoying each other's company. As time passes, Mars innocently suggests Katie telling her parents about the love festival they attended a few months ago in response to the letter about the festival the CL celebrated. At first, Katie loves the idea, but she slowly realizes something. She never told Mars about that letter. Instantly upset the thought of him stealing her letters or reading them before her. She begins to question her best friend, becoming more and more suspicious of him as the conversation goes. Mars becomes incredibly nervous and stressed when Katie angrily asks him to tell her the truth. He breaks and reveals everything. Mars was the one to write the letters. Katie's parents have never been sending them. Mars has. He wrote them all. Had her write the first one to give him to something base them all off, and left them on the beach for Katie to find. Mars desperately tries to explain. He begs and pleads for Katie to listen to him, but he can't find the words. It's not long before Katie runs away, cursing Mars out as she goes, ending their friendship, leaving Mars all alone. As Katie swims away, Mars begins to break down, leading to a nasty coughing fit. His throat closes up, breathing becomes laboured, and he runs to his room. Grabbing his last bottle of medicine, Mars gulps it down like a man dying of thirst.
Of something.
Using all of his remaining strength to throw the glass bottle against the wall. It shatters instantly. As Mars crumbles to the floor in a mess of tears, able to breathe still, grasping for air. Meanwhile, Katie arrives home and grabs all the letters, swimming back up to land as crystal tears fall from her eyes. She messily quickly starts a fire, screaming as she throws the books into flames. With Marza, with Mars with Mars's admission coming to realization, her parents aren't looking for her. They don't care about her. They aren't thinking about her. Mars, her first and best friend, wrote the books. He said he was trying to protect her, that he wanted to keep her safe. But Katie screams at the notion of such a cruel and stupid idea. Katie lets her bubbles drift into the waves below, wanting to be alone as she mourns the false love she felt from those letters, and the betrayal from her most beloved best friend.
Alright, chats, I hope you're happy your hearts have been stabbed.
All I can say is I feel kind of like Shawn Mendes right now.
Why do I always
I can treat you better.
Yeah, why do I always
I think
read
Katie is
so
more
sad,
like,
though?
another and without your kisses, I've been needing stitches, tripping over myself, aching, begging you to come help.
I always read them so sadly, though, as well. I think that's the
Exactly, and it makes it even more sad than how I wrote
I'm a bit
it.
too
I
dramatic.
really tried to hammer it home with this one, with the writing at the end.
I really want to
sad.
instigate on this friendship. I really want to just,
No, Bagel, no. Swatting your hand. It's like a bad dog. Like you're like a child trying to grab the cookies. No, Bagel, no.
I really want to cause a little bit of
but it worked as a very nice.
I get a newspaper to hit Bagel with on the head.
Get a spray bottle. Get a spray bottle like a cat. No, but it works as a very nice red herring. You mentioning writing letters to them, and then Katie getting those letters directly after. But no, it was Marsarcy. It was Marsarcy.
It wasn't me, guys.
It wasn't you. This stream in particular, Mars and Katie had plans since they joined. It was just building up to it. Like this is where their story has always been going.
Literally, they had this before they had characters.
They did. They knew they wanted this exact thing to happen. I'm like, that's messed up, besties.
I was here for it.
I love a bit of angst.
I love a bit of angst, love a bit of drama. Mars is having a terrible time, and it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, when I meet him.
Bagel, no. Bagel. Stop it. Stop it. Abuse on the Mythrill Monthly, sir.
If you keep hitting me, the fire's going out of the place.
Oh no. It's going to ruin the set.
Yeah.
It's okay, Bagel. I'll stop hitting you, and you
Bagel can
guys,
talk.
I don't even get a cushion. I'm just sat here on the floor.
You chose this life.
Well,
you actually didn't. I chose for you to sit on the floor, but I thought it was fitting.
Could have at least given me a pillow.
Do you really want me to find you a pillow?
I mean, I'll take a pillow.
I'll find you a pillow if you read the lore catch up.
All right, guys, it's my lore again.
We've got some screenshots as well because we're cute.
Oh my god, there's me. All right, thieving, scheming, and gaining favor from who?
From who?
Unmasked and sporting a wonderful new look, Bagel schemes with the Watchers about visiting the auction house. I am always scheming with the Watchers before I go. That's great. Auction house to inspect the items that will be on sale, possibly borrowing some of them in the process. Making her way to the building, she finds that there's no way to enter the back room, quickly leaving to get a button before slipping past the iron doors. Looking through the boxes, she finds little of interest, though a surprising amount of them containing poker chips. When I opened the shulkers the first time, I thought I wasn't meant to see the poker chips, so I panicked a little and thought I was gonna get DM'd.
No, it's anything in those boxes was like fair game to see. They were set up. They are set up.
That's why I like stopped looking through them and then went up onto like the stage and started talking because I was like, okay, am I gonna get a DM? They're gonna tell me to go away.
No, but
And then when I opened the other one, there was like chokers or poker chips in it. So like,
this is my favorite
okay.
screenshot, by the way. It's very dramatic of Lilith on top of the podium.
I'm gonna be ruling the world. Before finding a unique item, a scythe. Gently grabbing the item, Bagel turns around to
I don't
find
remember what
she's
word
been
that was meant to be.
caught. I also don't know what
Let
that's
me
meant
have
to
a
be.
look at it. Hold up.
Grabbing the item, Bagel turns around to find she's been caught. Celine hovers behind her, a dark look in her eye as she confronts the thief. Feeling generous, Celine offers to let her keep the scythe in exchange for their souls. Plural. But she denies the offer and asks for something else. Still willing to talk business, Celine tells them to steal a book from Katie, a journal to be specific, because I'm really good at that.
Okay.
A pillow!
A pillow!
I
It's
literally
manifesting!
I found that one on Google and was going
Yay!
to send it you.
Now on a time crunch to appease the deity, Bagel rushes to Katie's but quickly realizes they can't get the book, being part Enderman and trying to steal from a sea elf proving once again to be a bad match. Thinking fast, she remembers Artemis, yay, had given her a water protection potion, which she returns home to grab before using it to dive below the waves and grab the book. Not knowing how long they had left, the Watchers constantly urging them to go faster, Bagel runs back to the auction house. I was taking my time.
Yeah,
I was having
it's
fun.
just me.
I was admiring it.
I didn't want to rush you, but I also like I want to be an annoying pest as well at the same time. You
I
also
was
now have a
admiring
pillow.
the scythe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back at the auction house, Celine reprimands her for taking so long, but thanks her for retrieving the book, calling them Bagel only to be told to use their real name, Lilith. Scythe secured and deity appeased, teehee, Lilith leaves the auction house with a final offer to help Celine with any future service they require, partially scared and partially flustered after such an intense encounter. Now excited to enchant their new weapons, she does just that, interested in learning more of the mysterious and beautiful deity. Smiley face.
Silly face.
Don't you
Eyeballs.
smile like that.
Eyeballs.
No.
Visiting the library to see if there are any books on gods, Lilith runs into Jay, who seems incredibly stressed and in no small part distracted. They have a short conversation, Jay explaining that Celine can shapeshift and that they aren't quite sure what they are, only that they are near godlike in power level and incredibly dangerous. Satisfied for now, Lilith leaves the library, but not before the Fae gives her horns a few strange glances. When I left, my immediate comment was, "Damn, why is everyone in this valley so pretty?"
I know. I was
Smiley face.
Oh, I didn't
had
actually
to,
hear that part
You
because
didn't?
I
did.
I was in Discord, so I had the stream muted for that part. Also,
Oh,
I've
I
got so
heard
many screenshots of Lilith because damn,
I've got so many
Damn.
screenshots just of Bagel in general.
Oh my god, guys. Home once more, Lilith reveals that the water under the central area of their home is an illusion, a magic that they are proficient with. Heading below, they show the Watchers a room, one that they appear from. The Watchers, people who foolishly made deals with Lilith before they died, appear in the room before joining the rest. Musing that she might need to expand the room in the future since so many people have made deals with them, Lilith heads to bed, content to sleep till the auction. With a final musing of what Celine might want with Katie, she heads to bed with more mischief in the mind.
I include that last bit because I was like, have I ever explained the Watchers in a lore catch-up? I don't think so. Let's do it here.
Yeah.
My
Because I
Watchers are
hadn't
so
been
little
anything.
guys.
I mean, it makes
Little
more sense, I
guy.
guess, in this one as well.
It does. But the scythe, you didn't know you were finding that. You knew you were finding
I
something,
didn't.
but you didn't know what it was.
The thing is, you both kept hinting at it the whole time, and then I was like, ooh. And then right before the stream, Artemis showed me where it was, or well, Elle showed me where it was, and I didn't look because I wanted my reaction to be genuine. So my reaction was just, ooh.
I love.
Yeah.
But I made that back. God, I think
was so long ago.
you mentioned like sometime in December that you wanted a scythe. And I just ran with that, like, I've made scythes before, I'll make Bagel a scythe, and then I based the colour scheme
Yay.
off of your mask.
And it's so perfect because
And
it goes
it's
with the
so
outfit.
wonderful. Exactly. So it just
And the
ended up
fact
being perfect.
You didn't even know the colour scheme, Bagel, and obviously you had a new skin.
Yeah.
That's the
And
thing
it's
I
just
really
so
like
perfect.
about that.
It fits. It goes with your jacket, the blade. It
goes with my jacket, it goes with my
So-
shirt, it goes with my pants and my horns.
Yeah,
I
and
like it. I like Bagel.
a specific thing about the scythe, it's actually a demon scythe, but we'll find out more about that in a later stream. Ooh.
Oh yeah, we will.
We will. Well, Bagel won't, but we will.
I will.
What the hell?
Who
I
knows?
deserve
Maybe
this
we'll tell
reaction.
Lilith. Who
Please?
knows? Maybe if we like them enough.
What the?
Yeah.
What?
Maybe if
I like you, love. I will tell
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Me too.
so
I'll
fun.
tell you, okay?
I'll tell you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait. Mandatory Mars
Elle.
jump scare.
Oh my god. Wait, can we get the Lilith one up?
wait. It's in DMs. Wait, I've got to.
Yeah, we have a
Okay.
Lilith jump scare now.
Yay.
I mean, it was
There
when
it
me and
is.
Bagel we were intently looking at each other's eyes.
We were.
We've got to get
Mhm.
one Mars jump scare per stream, Mars. It's just, it has to
Yeah.
happen. It's
Which is
mandatory.
very ironic, because the next thing is a Lost Too Great.
I love this
Yes.
stream.
So, as Mars lays in his bed, having been overcome with his sickness for many days, and his fight very recently with his closest friend Katie, leaving him very unmotivated and depressed. But despite his sadness, Mars remembers that there are more things to take care of than himself, such as his animals. His horse Athena, which we all love Athena.
I've never met Athena.
Well, you should.
I'm in my bars.
With great difficulty, Mars pushes himself out the bed, makes his way downstairs, and the house being in disarray after his breakdown, with bottles smashed, books off of shelves, and things just not in the places they normally are. All of the fallen objects and dying plants, and the papers being ripped up. Mars finds the invitation to tea from Jay that was sent previously. He goes and feeds his pet, and is also kind of confused of the Hoover cleaning the place up. He muses of if he should go or not. He heads outside to feed his horse, Athena, and Mars takes a moment to sit on the docks. Staring at the setting sun, he desperately wishes Katie would emerge from the water. He understands what he did was wrong, even though he had the best intentions at heart. And all he wanted to do was make it right with Katie again. He can't just think of how to do that though. Making it to Athena, Mars digs up the chest containing the book on sea elves that he stole, cursing it out as if he never found it, none of this would have happened. If he had never read it, he would never have been so stupid. Suddenly overcome with nausea, Mars realizes something's wrong. With no medicine left to save him, he runs desperately through the nether, needing to get to Jay in hopes she'll be able to help him. However, as he passes through the portal, he trips, crumbling to the ground in pain. Emerging from the auction house, Celine walks over, having heard Mars's screams. Begging for help, Celine reminds Mars that he never brought the bouquet he promised, causing Mars to desperately offer up his crown instead.
And I definitely wasn't panicking downloading the cinematic again so I could show it because I didn't bother writing up this part. I think the audio should work.
Which links to the animatic that was done for Mars. Lovely.
Which we'll play right now. It's also on Twitter and in the public Discord. Hooray. Celine!
Flowers.
Pretty lady!
Wow.
Heart eyes.
Heart eyes
I
emoji.
can't unmute it because I
But
just hear
hoping
myself.
for something like this will be costly.
Also, another thanks thing because Sky once again made the music for the cinematic and it is wonderful. And Kaloy did the animatic. I don't have their out right now. I'll try find the Twitter.
I can go get the Twitter.
Do it. Just gonna do a
anything?
I love how
Give me
Celine
your
looks.
soul, and I will put an end to your pain.
There we go. Go follow Kaloi's Twitter and, you know, commission them for art stuff. They're very cool. They made the animatics, Guy did the music, and it was Muzz. I think helped with, well, had the idea to do it in the first place. They commissioned it.
A pleasure doing
goodness.
business with you, Mars.
Mwah, chef's kiss.
I don't know why Celine looks very, here.
Okay, I will say I
You
love
know?
and hate. I love and
You know.
hate playing Celine. I will say this now.
I love Celine.
I love.
No, just like not even just like Celine is a fun character to play, but I hate her with every bone in my body.
I love her with everybody.
No, that's so fair because she's a bitch.
Yeah, and
Do
that's
you-
why. But that's why I make the hate so big with like
No,
Artemis
yeah.
and Celine. It's also I can't be in the same room.
I think currently on out of everyone we've had on the server, Celine is definitely the most evil.
I love it.
You
I
love
love it so much.
it. Bagel
Which is
might
why
be
I
coming
run
close
it.
in second, to be honest.
Which is why I find it ironic that I'm playing them.
Especially with what I'm planning.
Elle, you know, making us hydrate means you have to hydrate as well.
Yeah, I know. I've been needing water. That's why. I've been drinking water. I've been needing more.
Melina's only the most evil so far. I mean, we never know. Not every member who joins has to be good.
I could be evil for all you know.
I could be evil. Jace confirmed a murderer.
Yeah, literally the two of us. We
I'm
could
a
be
little
evil.
silly.
You
Hopefully-
don't murder people, but you're a little silly.
I mean,
Yeah.
You probably have, actually.
Yeah, like I love how it's the three of us in this VC, and we've probably killed people. Like it's been confirmed. Artemis and Jay have.
Yeah. It's like
Who has the
Jay's Watcher, where like they fought a bear because I made them think they were strong.
Highest kill count, I'd say. See, it's a difficult one because Artemis has been in wars.
Yeah, she's killed.
But then Jay's 9,000 years old.
That's the thing.
Honestly, probably Celine and Karma.
Yeah.
I'd say Celine
Just-
probably has a higher kill count than Karma.
Yeah.
Just because I know their backstory, so.
Yes. I love how it's like this guy was like Jay and Artemis have pretty high, but also Celine and Karma, which is just us two still.
It's just us two still. I'd say that
Just
Jay
two.
probably has the highest kill count just because she's the oldest.
Murderers.
Yeah.
Guys, hey, the only people that people know that character Jay has killed has been that one village.
I actually. Oh wait, no, I should say that. Shh.
Anyway, continuing.
That's for the future.
The removal of his soul leaves Mars confused, not quite realizing what he's agreed to. But he feels no more pain or symptoms of his sickness. Shaken, Mars quickly leaves Celine, headed towards the library to once again look for Jay. She doesn't notice him at first, no soul within him for her to sense, as it is, and is startled by his crimson eyes. She immediately realized what he
Put the
did.
title on screen, you didn't see anything.
Enhancing her already present stress further, leading her into hysterics. Mars near unable to respond when Jay asks what Celine could have possibly offered him in exchange for his soul. Mars snaps and reveals he was dying. Now startled, Jay questions Mars further, learning that he'd been sick since he came to the valley. Having only told Artemis about his illness, Jay stresses that he needs to tell her what he did before someone else does, knowing her best friend won't take the news well at all. With a final statement that Mars's illness hasn't just disappeared now that he's like a soul, Jay leaves the library, vowing to find a way to fix this along with everything else. Now alone in the library, Mars cries over what he's done, the mistakes he's made, scared, depressed, and alone.
When I was writing that, I was gonna put "and most importantly alone." And I was like, that doesn't quite word well, but you know what? It sounds intense.
What a silly little
Yeah.
guy.
What a little guy, and we're coming up on 2 hours, and we only have one more to go through. I'm impressed, guys, that we haven't bullshitted as much.
I think I should cut in some more.
No.
We can talk shop after. We can fuck about
Yeah,
afterwards.
we always kind of do
shop.
that.
Talk shop, yeah.
Yeah, we always kind of talk afterwards.
It's a little vibe. It's a little vibey time. But I realized when I was setting up the thingamabob for the video that I didn't change the title, and it also deleted it, so it's fine. We've got it back.
They're doing great.
There's never a Mythrill Monthly without some kind of technical issue. It's fine.
It could have been worse.
Could have been worse. It just kind of evaporated. It's okay. Sometimes we just evaporate. I'm gonna put a PSA out there that I wrote this catch-up today. It's not my best work writing a catch-up, but it explains the information.
It's fine. They'll never know.
I also realized, going through this stream in particular, that I think it's a very good stream for beginners, I guess, because it's a sit-down conversation explaining a bunch of information about the world.
Yeah.
Which means it's kind of
get that if you read the books.
You could get that if you read the books, but if you want it to be explained to you in an in-lore environment, this stream is mainly my character explaining to Bean about how the Valley works in almost everything that we have learnt about it so far, with a few missing details, but the majority of it is there. So it's a very good kind of introductory thing, I think, even though it's missing a couple bits. But Jay walks through the through the harbour, talking about all the things that they've been working on. Currently, they're trying to figure out what Selene is in hopes that they can stop them somehow. They're trying to break a magical enchantment on their friend Charlie's diary so they can figure out where the next one is located. They're trying to think of how to cure Mars's illness and get his soul back, as well as what the mysterious Melora is up to, as they've been sneaking around a lot lately. But with all this on her plate, she's well aware that she is in need of a break, and so she uses her tea with Bean as an excuse for that. She grabs some jelly donuts and tea, sets a table, and waits for Bean to arrive. And then Bean does. They sit down and they chat about the harbour and all of its goings-on, mentioning the Hoover uprising, as well as the bee mafia that have come to go against them, how Jay believes it to be a prank that's been taken a little bit too far, but not really knowing too much about what's going on to be concrete about it. Her and Bean, who is the inventor of the Hoovers, talk a bit about how they have some sort of semi-sentience, how Mythrill, as a magical metal, could potentially be taking the intent of what the Hoovers are designed for, cleaning, and manifesting them to do that job, because magic works a lot based on the intent of the user in this universe, which is very fun, very fancy. But Jay tells Bean about all of the different things they've learned about Mythrill over the years from sort of a more magical perspective rather than a more scientific or inventor mechanic sort of perspective. As well as sharing with them information about the logbooks, books written by adventurers who lived in the Valley 10,000 years ago when it was first made, theories about how the Valley first came to being created by a god called Warren, who they know little to nothing about. They talk about a little bit about the deities, and they talk about Honey, another person in the Valley who was once a statue built with a human heart. Well, not a human heart, a Mythrill heart, who was then transformed into a human by a god. But even though they are now human, or an angel more precisely, the heart is still made of Mythrill, their blood contains it, and has proven to be poisonous, as that is what Jelly was poisoned with during the flying lesson, when Mars mixed up his medicine and the sample. Having been given the final sample of Honey's blood, as there were originally 3, one of them went to Selene, due to an arrangement that Jay had with them. The second Mars gave to Jelly, which poisoned them, and the third Mars asked Jay to take. Jay decides to give the third sample to Bean for them to experiment with, seeing as it's partly sort of like metal content, they could probably figure out a way to use it. Which Bean is grateful for, as well as all the information. There's a lot of bits and bobs that they discuss, a lot of which has been covered before in these catch-ups, and, again, VODs are out there. But they talk about all the stuff, and then eventually decide to part ways with an open invitation for Bean to come to the library at any point, or that Jay will order them whatever books they wish to read, whenever they might need them. Before they go, however, Bean asks Jay a curious question. They're wondering if Artemis's eyes change colour, something that Jay is confused by, knowing that Artemis's eyes only change when they are crying, becoming pure purple instead of purple and pink. Bean then leaves, and it takes Jay a moment as they're distracted by once again trying to figure out the enchantment on Charlie's journal, when they realize that Bean might have not been talking about seeing Artemis with different eye color. They might have seen Celine, who looks like Artemis but has different eyes. So Jay runs after Bean, and even though they see her on the horizon, they also see something else, a shock of white darting round the corner of the new section of the harbour. They follow it round and see Melora slip between two buildings into the back end of the harbour, but can't find them afterwards. Even more suspicious of their activity, they make a priority list in their mind of things to figure out, putting finding out what Melora is up to at the top of that list, and also making a note to send Bean a letter about Celine in the near future. But yeah, and with that, we actually made it dead on 2 hours. Can you believe it?
Oh my god.
Slay.
I wanted to make it 5 hours.
Well, L.
No, that's you.
No, that's EL.
Yeah, L.
You're so silly. But that's the law for this month. We can spend a little bit of time
Whoa.
talking about stuff since we have
We
a lot
can.
more things going on this month.
We do. Okay, so I just figured out. So I was looking at the thing for the current things we have dated.
Yeah.
I'm involved in 4 of them.
How many of those are you streaming?
Okay.
1, 2, 3 of them.
Al.
Hee
I love you. I know I'm saying Al as if I'm not involved in some of these as well.
Well,
I'm involved in
You're
one of
invo-
them
yeah,
in a capacity where I have to stream, but
yeah, yeah. I
We
also need to
both do
put
a
the
lot.
thing on the catch up, just so
Yeah.
it's there.
Good idea, good
That's right.
idea. But reminder
Love
for
to
everybody,
think.
as we've mentioned it a few times throughout this stream, the auction server event is going to be happening on the 10th of June, that is next Saturday, isn't it?
I'm so excited.
It's a week tomorrow.
It's a week tomorrow.
I'm
We'll
just
be
saying
having-
that so people don't think it's tomorrow.
Yeah, a week tomorrow. 10th of June, there will be the auction event starting at 9 p.m. BST. I'm sure we have time conversions somewhere. I think an announcement is going up on the Twitter soon for it, so we'll probably do one in the Discord as well, specifying times and such. But we have a lot of interesting lore that's going to be
so
coming
excited
up.
to see my wife again.
You get to see your wife again. You get to see
I get to see my wife.
you get to see the items that are going to be on sale.
I'm
Any
very
theories?
scared. I'm very
Why?
frightened because I was reading, I was reading the books, and then I
Yes.
saw the Hanahaki disease, and now I'm scared of it.
I
You
noticed
know.
you got afraid by that, and I was like,
Yeah, no.
Truthfully, I was just trying to think of stuff that could be classed as magical illnesses, and Hanahaki was the first one that came to mind.
I
Oh,
actually
I
made
can't
a
wait for
comment
this.
in my summaries for that.
Ooh.
Do you know the love
Sorry, check the
potion?
memes channel.
Oh,
Check the memes channel.
Oh no.
It's revolving around me and Big.
Oh dear.
this is what I have to put up with.
I
Move it over here so you can see.
made a joke that the love potion was just another cure for the Hanahaki disease.
You are
Oh, wow.
awful. You are awful.
We're terrible.
I don't know if that. I'm not sure if that would count or not.
That's interesting.
Like it definitely
I guess we'll have to do some tests.
they
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
You're not even
Don't
going to be able to get your hands on a love potion. We've already had that mess.
Please.
Yeah, and you would have. There's only one person technically you would get it from.
Oh,
Hey,
wait, that one
Hey,
person
Celine,
is.
can I have this? Hey, Celine, could I
But
get this,
they
please?
fucked up with
Also-
love potions before.
Yeah, can I get a
Celine,
little love potion?
Also, for a
you?
completely unrelated reason, drink this.
Another prompt for a fanfic. God damn it. For anyone unaware
No.
of what Hanahaki is, it's a fictional disease most often used in fan fiction where it's basically unrequited love, whether that be platonic, familial, or romantic.
Yeah.
It can be many forms, but it's
Yeah.
basically the affected person is unloved by the person or people of their desire, and as a consequence for
Me with all the gods.
being unloved, or potentially it's not a confirmation of them being unloved by those people, it's usually
They don't reciprocate it most of the time.
it's either the person who has the Hanahaki disease thinks they don't love them, or they've been like told that they don't love them. So sometimes it can just be like a mental block of this person could never love me, and then they get Hanahaki because they love them. But essentially what Hanahaki does is it causes the person afflicted to have flowers that usually represent the person they're in love with sprout in their stomach, and then they cough them up. And the longer they have the disease, the more flowers come up until eventually they suffocate.
Yep.
Yep,
I'll
it's
be
fun.
real, I'll be honest, for a while I was like, is this what Mars has? Because I saw the animatic before I watched the VOD, and I was like, what?
No,
going
Mars
on?
hasn't been coughing up flowers. They are just simply a flower boy.
I just saw
Yeah.
I just saw the blood, and I was like, who do you love?
Honestly, it would be so interesting to have someone with a Hanahaki thing as like their core character.
Don't
It'd
look
be
at me like that.
interesting because I think it'd be the interesting thing of who is my thing.
It would be because it'd be like, who do they love? Because it would only make
Yeah.
sense if it was another member.
I love you,
Hmm.
Bagel. Oh my god. Stop.
Oh,
Oh my- we
But
haven't even
it's-
met yet.
yeah. But I think with the love potion and Hanahaki, I think it would be a case by case basis, because a love
I guess
potion isn't real
to an extent,
love.
I guess to an extent it would be like Mars's medicine type of thing.
Yeah,
It could have a shot. It's like a thing that helps a little bit.
I don't
but
think it would
doesn't-
purely
What
cause
do you
the
mean it would be
Hanahaki.
you, Izzy?
We've been already. Hanahaki, welcome friendships. Yes, platonic love. It works on any form of love.
Yep.
They're
It
not
doesn't have to be
really my
romantic.
friend.
And they don't really love me in a platonic friendship way.
Oh,
Damn,
damn.
Hanahaki is just an insecurity disease.
It is. No, it is.
That's why
I'm
Lilith
like-
can never get it, because Lilith's egotistical.
It's a very magical disease, so I'd say that it affects most people who live like near the Feywild or in very magical, enhanced areas. And it's a very rare disease.
Artos and Bagel are safe.
It's
Yeah,
it's
I'm
very
safe
rare.
They're
I'm
from the end.
egotistical.
They're from the end, but you never know. Someone could contract it somehow. But
I'm egotistical, and I think everyone loves
Egotistical.
me.
everybody
not
loves
egotistical.
me.
Yeah, that's one of the songs.
Exactly, as it should be. Oh my god, you share that song with Celine.
I
Yeah.
share a lot of songs
You
with
share a
Celine,
lot
and
of
I'm really here
songs
for
with
it.
Celine.
We went through that.
Should we
Yeah.
do a fun little thing? What song? Okay, wait, no, this song isn't a good one for that. Okay,
I can't hear
Gravity
it.
Falls intro theme orchestral version. Whose song is this?
I know, so
I know. Do you know, Bean?
Well done, Jay.
No, fuck. I meant to say Bagel. You both have B names. My brain fucks up.
That's not my name.
Fuck me.
Um,
Fine, we'll do a
I like-
different one. The Moon Will Sing by the Crane Wives. I don't actually remember who this one is for either.
I
me.
do. Who
Who do
it's
you
not
think?
who you expect.
Is it Fizek?
Nope.
Nope. But it does
Moon.
happen. It is in order. It's just before Fizek's section.
The Moon Will Sing?
The Moon Will Sing.
Mhm.
Before
My
it's Wolf
immediate
in Sheep's
reaction would just
Clothing.
be, oh, is it fucking Panky?
Nope.
No. I think
Um,
I know who it is.
Who do you think
Cross
it is?
his
then?
arms. Yeah, who do you
Melora.
think it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Melora.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah, it's the
remember Wolf in
artist is-
Sheep's Clothing. What's the difficult part here is separating which songs are which person, because not everyone has at least two.
Yeah. That's the thing.
But
Um,
yeah.
It's the thing of I'm going to try and get free for everybody so then everyone has free.
I'm
so-
gonna write a trivia night for the Mythrill people, and then bonus questions are all gonna be whose song is this on the playlist, and I'm gonna make sure it's
they're
not
gonna go
whoever's on the
Frank
team.
Tiffler.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be, everyone's gonna like frantically just trying to get to that playlist. Like, see, I really like the playlist. I like the lore that's happened, I guess, within the past like May, because it's
May's been very intense for lore because
because
as
it's
some
I guess
people will know, we're currently in the process of sort of cleaning up, like
Get
getting
ready for
all the
summer.
lore done. We're trying to ideally we want to get
When
Artfully
is the beach
started in the
episode?
summer.
one of them
Half
remember
the
me-
server don't like water. I'm not sure if that's
Yeah,
gonna work.
so when is the sand episode?
Where is the desert episode? There's no desert. There's like the
Yeah,
only
see,
desert is so far away.
I do like the lore because it's like Mars and Kate is it's like what's been happening is like everyone's been building up to stuff. Either like
episode.
I know me and Bagel have been building up to stuff. I know like Katie
Yeah.
and Mars, obviously they've kind of been not closing something, but they've built to a pinnacle point of theirs.
I guess the best way to put it is everyone's had a lot of plans since the start of Arc 2 on what they wanted to do.
When is the field trip episode?
And this month has very much been, okay, we now have a rough idea of when Arc 2 is ending. We've got to push into gear on getting some of these ideas actually out there and done, like existing now. What we were originally planned for Mars and Katie's friendship struggles was there to be 3 different streams in between the Tea Party one, but we just didn't have enough time for that because Katie's been on a trip, they've been away, which is perfectly valid.
Yeah.
But we've been on a bit of a time crunch, I guess.
Yeah, we work around a lot of people. It's like I know me and Bagel talked about it in VC last night. Because I was saying like, obviously people getting plans and starting to like do kind of build up to like having, as me and Jay phrase it, have a nice little bow around their arc if they want it.
It's like, obviously the way that we do things is once Arc 2 is done, before Arc 3 starts, people are still free to do lore and stuff, but it's more so a thing of if they want to have things within the current status quo of what's going on, because things do change in between arcs. It's always best to try and finish up the things they want to finish up before the arc ends.
I think especially in this case as well.
Yeah, because all I'll tell you is things are going to change quite dramatically between Arc 2 and 3. Why are you giggling?
We're going
you
to
don't know
Disneyland.
anything. Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, but I have my own things planned. I have my own things.
You have
planned,
your own.
Jay.
I thought you said I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah, we're going to Disneyland.
We're going to
That's
Disneyland.
What we're doing.
I'll take you to Disneyland, Bagel.
Oh my god!
Gonna go wrong? Yeah. What do you mean? It would never go wrong.
See, I've had plans.
I too have plans.
Me and Jay, we've had plans, and I have plans that involve.
I've had plans since the server first started last year, and they're finally coming to fruition.
But the thing is, everyone's got plans as their characters, and I think I know when me and you've spoke about Artemis, a lot has changed. A lot is going to change.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we're sort of getting ready to foreshadow or getting ready to put into process. We've just got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I think on my end, mine's going to become, I guess, to an extent, more intense.
Yeah, and I feel like that's partly why we've had a lot of lore going on recently, is because I know whose song this is. Yes, it's mine. Go to hell, I love this song. But I think it's going to be great for VOD watchers who don't get the music. L to you, bozos.
Deal with it.
L to you, bozos. Deal with it. But I think that's one of the reasons why we've had so much lore going on right now is we've sort of been trying to more strictly isn't quite the word, but more like thoroughly guide people to getting their stuff done. Because obviously Bagel's theft had to happen before the auction happened, because otherwise it doesn't make sense, which meant they had to get their stuff done. And you know, Mars, there's a reason Mars had to sell their soul before the auction. There's going to be stuff happening before the auction, which is going to be very interesting. But I think,
can I buy their soul?
Nope.
No, you can't. But you can buy the items from the auction, which no one knows what they are apart from me and Ella right now. So theories.
I read them.
Have you now?
I went through them.
Those weren't the actual items that are going to be up there, bestie.
There's some poker cards.
There's some poker chips.
There's a potion.
There's some Pokemon. Go to the polls.
You already have enough souls? No, but you don't know why I need them.
I don't know why you need them. I don't think.
No one knows why I need them.
I want to know why you need them. I'm gonna eat the reason.
It'll be revealed in the future.
Teehee.
I haven't even put it in my lore chat.
Ooh, teehee! I'm excited. I love bagel mysteries.
Give it me.
I love bagel mysteries. It's very, very fun.
I want to nom on the law.
You threw off my groove, guys. I was gonna say something, and you have distracted me from it.
That sounds like your problem.
Oh, sorry, Jay.
Wow. And I was about to say how much I loved getting to write the word sardonically for your lore, and now you do this for me. I love that word.
No, I've never heard that word before, and I was really excited.
It more or less means sarcastically, but it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Sardonically, it's like
there's also sardonyx is a type of crystal.
Yeah, I was about to mention Steven Universe. I was about to mention Steven Universe.
We
The fact
love.
is, I've never seen Steven Universe, and
Oh.
I've been
You wanna
assigned.
do is
Doing
see
a
me
watch
turn
party.
into a giant
I've-
woman.
Giant
Giant woman. I
I've been
wanna do.
assigned. I've been assigned characters from Steven Universe. I've also been
Wasn't
assigned
it?
songs.
Was it White
for-
Diamond or Blue Diamond that you were assigned?
No, I don't think it was either of them.
Oh, wait, which one was it?
It was
think
3
I do.
characters. But I've also been assigned songs for Artemis's playlist.
Oh, yes, I know that
If I
one.
check my DMs with you,
I have not watched past the original Steven Universe series. Like, I haven't seen the movie or Future, and I need to watch them. But I want to kind
What
of
would
like,
everyone be?
what would every like on Mythrill be from like Steven Universe?
I
oh,
would
so,
be
it is. It was Blue Diamond,
Spinel.
Garnet, and Pearl.
Ah, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
something. Like
Yes, I remember the Blue Diamond one.
yeah.
I think Pearl makes a lot of sense for Artemis because
Yeah,
they've
there's
got
just-
kind of the
yeah.
warrior sort of shit with them.
See, I think they all work for me, but I like how some of them work for Artemis as well, which I think shows you how
God,
they're not like.
I can't think of who Bagel would be. Or
Spinel.
Lilith.
I'm
Spinel. Oh, you're
I'm
Spinel. I mean, the
Spinel.
Scythe works.
Yeah.
The Scythe
That's right. I heard the
works.
story
Over and over again.
That's actually
Gee,
on the
it's
playlist. I don't know if it's on
finally
Lilith's one.
over, friends. I love that song.
I think both of them have they have Insane, which is a Spinel parody, and I
yeah.
think Bagel's one has like Drift Away.
I do very much love that. I have like the barest context. I know a bit about what Spinel is, but I don't know what she does
other
in the
things.
movie to cause conflict.
Just a silly little guy.
This is a little guy.
who's got
Spinel makes sense
abandoned,
for
and then she's
you.
like,
Pearl makes sense, specifically like Pearl for L, because there are a lot of Pearls, but
Pearl.
Pearl, the OG Pearl, the one that we like. Who would Jay? Who would Jay?
Jay gives me very what's it called? Sapphire.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Garnet, but I was like Garnet's a bit too punchy.
Yes.
I feel like Sapphire could work for Jay.
I think we've spoken about watching it, Jay, before.
We
as well.
have with
We
Mars.
should
Mars
watch
likes
it.
it. Mars likes it, and I was like, I want to watch the season or the whole
Mars, I
series
actually
again.
Discuss something with you.
Ooh,
Smiley face.
Honestly, we should all do a Steven Universe watch party. 3 of us and Mars. I think that'd be cute.
Yes.
And then we can actually make notes on who is each Steven Universe character. I think Bryce would be Bismuth.
We still need to finish the Owl
yeah.
House, Jay.
Oh,
We're
we've
great.
got to finish the Owl House as well. We haven't
I've
even
never
finished season
finished.
1.
I haven't watched the last season, so when you guys get there,
Oh yeah, we're almost
Yeah, we'll
finished
invite you
season
for
1.
that.
I think we're like 9 episodes away from finishing season
There you
1.
go. Just want to join us for the Owl House as well.
I'd love to. I would love to, but I've gotten up to like the when they like what season was it?
Hold on, I'm creating something.
Try to be
season.
second last,
haven't-
yes.
I haven't
Season
watched
2.
the last episodes.
You haven't watched the last episodes of season 2,
Yeah.
and you haven't seen the 3 episodes of season 3.
No.
Okay. Well, when we start season 2, we'll call you up, but first we've got to finish the final 9 episodes of season 1.
Don't worry, I've made us a group chat for it.
Yay!
Perfect.
It's all
Oh
set
my
up, so now we have no excuse.
Oh my god, Peridot Kinnies.
I got a true trans person. You're like me for real.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I had to say that. They are like me for real.
Okay, who would be Steven though?
No one.
I'm not sure if anyone fits.
I don't think anyone does.
Mars.
That's the only.
Wait, Mars. Wait,
Hold up.
Mars actually does fit. Wait.
Yeah.
And I jokingly said Fizek is Greg. So they can
Oh my
No, but
God.
see,
they can have a father-son
Isaac voices
dynamic.
Mars's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that kind of does work, actually. It's, that's kind of cute.
And guess who Pink Rose Quartz is? Go on. Yes.
Is it L? Is it Artemis?
No.
No. I don't know. I can't think.
Squints at you.
What?
It's the other pink one.
Yep.
And no, not Jelly.
Oh, Kitten.
Oh!
No.
They're not, we can't say them because they're not official.
Yeah, but that's why I wasn't saying a name.
Ah, I see now.
Yeah.
That's a spoiler. Meh. But what I want to talk about now is on the docket for future lore on the SMP for the month of June, Pride Month.
Let me hold on. I went in and put some more in. Let me double check I've got them all so far.
Double check quickly that you have run. Mars's dad had a voice. That's a thing. I think Mars showed me an cinematic, but I'm not sure if that ever got shown on stream.
Do you just want the things that have dates currently?
Things that have dates currently.
There are some that don't have dates that are on there as well.
That's okay. I can briefly go over them. But on the 4th, you're doing some solo lore, aren't you, Elle?
I'm so excited.
Artemis is having some time.
I'm getting my hair dyed then.
Aww.
I'm gonna miss
it. You going purple?
I am going purple. I'm so
Oh my god.
I am excited to see the purple. Well, I probably won't get to see the purple, but I will imagine the purple in my mind.
I will. I'll blur my face out and then I'll go here.
Yay! I get a bagel hair reveal.
I love this because I've got split hair. Mine, half of it's purple.
I had the underside of my hair purple for a short while, but it was really shitty and dark, so you couldn't really tell.
I'm going to a professional.
I'm too lazy. It's too expensive where I live. It cost me like 60 quid to get a trim.
Oh.
I don't get my hair trimmed anymore. I do it myself.
My sister's a hairdresser, so.
Oh,
Prize.
Well, my godmother is a hairdresser. But
oh my god,
my cousin's wife is a hairdresser, but I can never call her down for some reason. It's annoying.
May I ask what song is playing? Because
Abandoned Ship currently. I believe this is Monet.
Oh yeah, that's Monet.
That's Monet.
No, it's just Skylar said the song is either Artemis or Isaac.
You were wrong.
You're wrong. Points at the
I don't know if it was this one or the one before it though.
Upcoming lore, Artemis solo lore on Sunday the 4th of June at, I believe that is 10. Is that 10? No, that's not 10. No, that's 8. That's 8. Sorry, I got confused.
I might change the time.
Okay, well, I won't say a time, but it's on Sunday the 4th of June, Artemis solo lore. Then the day after, Monday the 5th of June, Katie and Rose are going to be doing lore. I can only imagine what a sea elf and fairy who have had a bad experience with a human are going to talk about.
I
wonder. Then on the Wednesday the 7th of June, very shortly after, Artemis and Katie are going to be doing lore. And that is actually the second part of the Elven Influence quest line. Been a hot minute since she done that quest, but that's my fault, to be honest.
SMH.
I know, but it's cute. It's cute. Well, it's not my fault. You guys were planning this for a bit, but it just fell in line best here.
Yeah, it's a thing of it fell in line best there, and I want to do something with Katie. Me and Kate want to do something.
Yes.
So it gave us cause.
Anyway, me and Elle have some lore the day after on Thursday the 8th of June, which is very, very, very exciting.
It's
and
also very
who knows
important.
who else is going to be there? Who knows what this might have to do with? Does anybody smell desperation, booze, and poker chips?
They're gonna kiss frowny face.
They're gonna kiss. Jay's about to lose her wife. They're gonna kiss.
They're gonna kiss.
Then, of course, we have the auction on the 10th, Saturday the 10th at 9 p.m. BST. That's going to be very, very fun. I think myself and Elle are not streaming that, but I believe Bagel might be.
I will be.
And several other members will be doing our regular posts in the Mythrill SMP Discord for whoever is doing a lore stream on that day for the event, which will be very, very fun. Then on the 12th, there is Artemis solo lore. Not long after, another solo lore, our beloved. And those are currently going through some shit. Those are currently the only stuff with dates. We do have a couple of other things that we have in the works that me and Elle are either thinking about planning or are bitching to people to plan.
Not me.
Not you.
No, because you're special.
We've just gave you suggestions, being like, I want to do this, but I'll do it whenever you want to do it, because I love you.
And I go, yeah.
You go, yeah, and then do whatever you want with it.
Put my arms up in the air.
You put your arms up in the air sometimes. Silly motherfucker with the arms in the air.
Yo, baby, let's
go.
Get excited.
So it's very, very fun. We have a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening in the future. Our aim right now is to get all of the important stuff done and close out Arc 2 sometime in July. Which means me and Elle need to step up on finishing those builds, and have
Honestly,
a little bit of work
they
to do.
They're almost done. There's some that we need to do.
They are.
But we've got the most important one done, in my opinion.
We've got the most important one almost done. We just have to add some little things to that one.
Yeah,
and then there's
it's
one
almost
more,
done.
which is a bit more strenuous, but we'll get to that soon.
Yeah, I think the one we've almost done, it's the most important one. It's the one we had, I guess, to the extent of
It's
most struggle
something
with.
that is going to be useful in the final. So that's all you're getting for that, teehee.
Yeah, we also need to start doing stuff.
We also have a couple of other things that we have to do. I've mentioned a few times that we are planning to do a cinematic for the final, just because of the people who will be involved in different time zones and such.
I think it might be a shot to start working on that.
Yes, but we just need to get the build established and put down first. So I think after the auction potentially.
Yeah,
but
that's
we'll set up like planning for that beforehand.
Yeah,
and then I'm also probably going to start writing up a script for a summary video to encapsulate all of Arc 2. In as brief terms as possible, which is very difficult to do with all the things that have been going on, because a lot of little tiny things kind of been adding into the main plot line this arc, which means it's a bit more difficult to summarize coherently. But I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best, and you get to watch me flail and fumble.
I believe in you.
You will like some fun little facts. The Mythrill Twitter logo or profile picture now has a rainbow on it.
Yeah. Oh my god, we're like all of the corporations.
We're like all of the corporations, but I haven't done a post about it because I thought I'll be subtle.
We're actually all like
Happy Pride Month.
But we actually have gay people on these.
Oh my goodness. And the Mythrill command in this Twitch chat is going to get simplified soon, because we now have a card which I have fully set up and done stuff. You can find a master list. There's gay people. Oh my god, there's gay people.
I'm also getting this. It's mine now.
I'm pulling it up on here. It's very nice. We've got little description of the server, links to the Twitter and
I don't believe you.
Discord and the YouTube. More information. Yes, I would very much like it. Look, I couldn't share this till now because I put Lilith in the background.
Yeah.
But we've got a full list of the master list of the members in a Google Doc for everyone to look at, as well as pronouns, character names, Twitch links, races for whatever mythical creatures they are. We also have an Arc 1 button, which will show you all of the bio art that I have done. Arc 2 button will be coming as soon as all the art has been revealed, which will be going out throughout the entirety of June. The Mythrill Arc 2 member art will be being released. I think it's actually perfectly fits within the month of June. Only a couple days where things won't be posted for like the auction, so give it space for that to breathe. There's also a link to the library docs, which is anything that can be found in the Mythrill library on the server. It's in a document for you to read. I'm actually going to be adding the logbooks from Arc 1 into that as well soon, so people get to read those easily here as well. You see a nice little button right there. And then we've got these little sections at the end for the free arcs with their little symbols. We've got books on this one, a soul on this one, and there's a question mark on this one because Arc 3 hasn't happened yet. But Arc 1 will take you to the recap video, Arc 2 takes you to Season 1 of Mythrill Monthly, and Arc 3, I wrote a little poem. It says, Mythrill and mysteries, secrets untold, yet we are all left to wonder what the future holds. And that takes you to a blank page. The future holds nothing. You've all been duped. Is this Moon's song? Yes, it is. Look at you, Mars.
Cross his arms.
Yeah, Savage Daughter.
Yeah.
I love that song.
It's a great one.
It's Moon. I think it's one of the Moon sent me because I had songs there just in case. Yeah, because Moon sent me Savage Dawn and Captain's Call. They also sent me a third one, which I already had on there, I believe. Yeah.
There's a lot of very, very good songs on here. A couple of them are just words. That's all really, really good.
I'm really
lovely.
And I'm really proud what I signed to people if I didn't get given songs.
Yeah, I will say if anyone's gonna, have you made this playlist public or no?
Yes, yeah, everyone can access
Everyone's
this.
public. You can find it in the Mythrill Discord, I'm assuming, in the music channel.
Yeah, I'll put it there now.
Oh, do it. But you can find that there, !Mythrill, once more if you want to check it out, or just press the card link, which is still in chat. But it's best listened to, well, on shuffle, it's interesting because you can try and guess the members, but if you leave it on custom order, it's in order of people. I'm not sure if we'll make the list public because it could be funny having people try to guess, but it's for the Mythrill members, they know what the list is. But the first 4 songs, that being Soldier Poet King, Paradise Valley, Twinkling Lights, and City of Angels, are like the 4 songs that represent the valley in and of itself, and not a character. Not Soldier Poet King. Who's that for? Why is that at the top of my list?
That is for everyone. That's the people.
That's just the people, and then the other 3 are for the place.
Are you the soldier? Are you the poet? Or are you the king?
I think I got the king when I did the quest.
I got king.
I also got king.
Oh, we're all a group of kings.
Kings.
It's not a good thing in this the concept of.
We're all a group of kings. It's fine. But City of Angels is one of my personal favorites because it's hard having a heart.
I love it because it's an artist's playlist for Ep.3.
If you guys keep sticking your hands out, I'm gonna bite them.
If you keep leaning your head back, I'm gonna tug on your hair.
I'm leaning to bite them.
Well, you see, the thing is, I'm at the opposite side, so my hand goes out the other way, so no chance.
I have legs. I'll scoot on over.
I don't think you can.
Hey Jay.
Yes.
Closer.
No, don't do it, Jay.
Do it, Jay.
About to pick up the PNGs, about to put Bagel in the fire, make them disappear.
No, please. I'm still getting the skull, right?
Take the pillow away. Okay, the chat demands
it. No, don't take my pillow away.
The chat demands
it. Take pillow away.
That's so mean to
Play nice, Bagel, or I'll take the pillow away.
That's meant to be my friend. That's meant to be my friend.
You have 2 friends called Maple? That's funny.
That's
Scout and Maple.
To be honest,
you fucker.
I know 3 I know 3 Marses.
I know a Mars.
I only know one person by the name of all the shit. All the people I know, I only know one person with that name.
No, you
know
apart
from Charlie. There's too many Charlottes in the world.
You know 2 you know 2 Marses.
I know does your dog count as another Mars that I know?
Okay, I know 4 Marses then.
Yeah. Am I still getting the skull as payment for being here? See the skull up there?
Wait, you didn't get
I'm surprised you want the skull and not the coins that are on the fireplace.
There's coins? Can I have those too? Can I have both?
It's the skull or the coins. There's about like 5 coins there.
I already have Mars, so I'll take the money.
You already have Mars?
I'll take it the money.
You're just gonna rip out Mars's skeleton.
I'm just gonna wrap around his head like a scarf.
I'm being told to take Bagel's pillow away again.
Don't take my pillow away. Please.
Hey chat, tell us, should we take away Bagel's pillow? Yes or no?
Take away my pillow, I'm taking away your right to live.
Press 1 to take away Bagel's pillow.
I'm gonna tell Donnie. I'm gonna tell Donnie.
I got a better option.
I'm gonna snitch. My pillow!
Chat demands it. It's out of my hands.
I'm telling Donnie.
I don't know who this is.
Wait, I have a better.
Who this is.
I have a better option, Jay. 1 minute.
He can't do shit, apparently.
Let me take that to a poll.
No, this is so mean.
I think I know where this is gonna go. Yep.
Don't take my pillow.
5 points for yes. It's 90%.
More.
I think the only person who wants you to keep it is Skylar. I don't know who the other person is. There's 2 people who want you to keep it.
You.
No, you can vote with your points as well.
Yeah, but they're all buying points. Guys, that's 32 people. That's not right.
The best thing is...
Izzy, I thought you were on my side. I called you pretty earlier.
I have over 50,000 points in Jay's chat.
Come on, you should be on my side. You should vote. No.
There are no sides in this war, Bagel. It's kill or be killed.
What the hell? This isn't fair.
Howdy,
this
I'm
is like
Flowey. Flow.
This is like when we did the soup poll and I spent all my points to say that it was gross. This is so upsetting.
This is great.
Next time I have a bagel, I'm gonna eat it with soup just to put salt in the wound.
Oh my god, that's just horrid, Jay.
Fuck?
That's just spike hard.
I would never. I'm kidding.
Oh my
How
god,
dare
Maple
you.
says they need a doggy bed.
I don't want a doggy bed. I'm not a dog.
What song's playing? Is this Mars's song?
Yeah,
Oh my god,
I've
I can't.
snitched
it
I'm saying
is.
I can't
It's from
hear
their
them.
favorite musical, Al. It's good, kid. It's good, kid.
Mars didn't send me
Didn't
once.
wanna
I
be
chose
a
them.
good kid,
We
a
did. You
good
did.
I chose these. I
a
chose
good
Mars's.
son.
There's a Sonic
like-
song on this playlist.
I know there is.
Can you guess
Don't
who
make-
it's for?
Don't make me remove it.
No! No!
Yeah,
do it.
I have the power to remove that song. Don't test me.
Mom, no!
Yeah, I put Mars's on. I was like, I think this suits Mars, and that's what I went with. I was like, yeah.
And it does, because you're precious.
Me when I know
We're
the
flirting
members.
again.
Get used to it.
I can't. My pillow is gone.
Oh,
Is a high school
should
dropout
I
actually?
put a note about the shit that I've been talking about all week in reference to people wanting on the server?
Go on. Yes.
Please, yeah, I want this. I need
So
this.
for anyone who isn't a Mythrill enjoyer or a streamer or just an aspiring content creator in general, very bad etiquette to go into people's Twitch chat to request to join an SMP. If it doesn't say public in the title or tags, best to assume you can't join it. Usually, because I think normally they will state if you can join it. As well, when you do it so much, I count that as a form of harassment, including when you enter people's DMs.
Well, it's not. It's not even you think it is a form of harassment.
It
Full
basically
stop.
is. And
It is.
recently,
It's not it is.
several.
Sorry, 7K. I could have topped that with over 50K.
I have a phone call to make.
Oh, you do that. But
do that
what
best.
what I'm saying is we've had some people recently DMing our members, harassing them, I should say,
What do you mean
to
unavailable?
attempt to get on the SMP. That will never work. I don't think it's ever worked
You
unless the people running an
motherfucker.
SMP aren't running it well. And I did a
You
tweet about this
fucker.
earlier today. I've just realized it nearly has 100 likes, so I'm kind of screaming. But just a PSA, if you want on an SMP, you are fine to ask questions about how that might be possible, but it's always best to do your own research, check the Twitter, see if it has anything, wait for applications to open, and all that's going to happen if you request to join or pester people or again harass people to join is getting blacklisted, which I've had to do to several people recently.
Cat back.
So that's my little inner rage. I'm protective of my members and I will fight people.
Yeah, it's not just the thing of like, even if it's like, I know obviously there's been a member who they're not really on the I feel like they're not on the server as much. Basically, they don't. They help out more a lot now, which is
we have a couple of members from the past arc who don't have time to dedicate anymore, but still help out where they can. And even they have been harassed without having a prominent presence on the SMP.
And that's the thing. I draw the line at because I personally I've been DM'd. I'm gonna say that straight. I've been DM'd by multiple people at some points, and I just ignore them. But when it comes to members that are not really on the server and are just helping out, they do not deserve this. So I will find people's social medias and I will get you blacklisted.
Yes, and
you're not easy to hide, by the way.
Yeah, thankfully, because I have my DMs closed on most things. I think on Twitter, it's
I have
pending.
mine closed as well.
It's very strange, but my Discord DMs are closed. You like living on the edge.
I do.
And then my Twitter DMs are like pending approval, but
just
because I don't see it doesn't mean I don't hear about it, guys.
Yeah, it's like
even Sky. I'm pretty sure Sky also got messaged. Who is Corona? So rather rude of people, but link in the chat to the tweet that I did because I explained things a bit more eloquently there. I'm signal boost it if you want because people should really have a bit of I'd say it's a common sense and common
it is
courtesy.
It's not even just that, it's called being a person with a brain cell and decency.
Have a bit of
So-
pop on, lads.
Have a bit of sense to you. To quote myself, you come off as annoying, childish, and in some cases, a dick.
Yeah, it's not even like some people need respect. It's the fact that they just need a brain cell, Skylar. That's all they need.
Remember,
Yeah,
guys,
They
but-
need to get a brain.
if you ask to join an SMP in someone's chat, your girlfriend will brock up with you.
They
That's just how it
will.
works.
Especially when the only people who could even get others on the SMP is basically myself.
Yeah.
It's more or less just me. Sky doesn't stream enough for people to go into their Twitch chats to yell at them about it.
I think it's the thing of like, if there's, and this is the thing, there's been members who are like, my friend, like they've mentioned, my friend's going to apply next time. And the thing is, like, if you get vouched for, there's a higher chance. And if you keep asking, you're going to get a lower chance. If you keep mentioning, you keep DMing, you're just going to get absolutely.
I think something that people kind of forget is that content creation is very, very casual, very chill, very silly. But there is a minor sense of professionalism to it. So if you're going to have a tantrum over not being added, or a tantrum because you feel entitled to be added despite not doing anything, you're not entitled to be added, and you're not going to get added.
And I will find your social medias, and I will.
Elle will find you.
Elle will find you, and
I'm really.
Elle
I'm
is
really
really
good at it.
scary because they have connections to so
In
many
high places.
SMPs. They could probably get you blacklisted from everywhere.
Your business is over.
You
can never work.
My dad works at Nintendo.
You will never work in this economy again.
Yeah.
So I know people in high places.
You really do.
You know God.
You know God. Elle is
Yeah.
God. Elle is God.
I am
Bagel.
God.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I am.
Elle is Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit.
That's why I'm sitting over here.
Exactly. You're scared. Beer. That's why you're eating the
That's why I
fire, because it's not as
okay.
dangerous as Elle.
That's why I lean away.
I mean,
That's why you lean away.
Bagel's quite hot in their own
That's so
state,
true. That's so true.
I really want to take this fire out.
But yeah, sorry
have it in
to
my
get
hand.
so serious at the end of
No,
this.
as you
We
should.
like our funny ha-has, but I wanted to address it because it's been enough people recently that it's been getting on my nerves, and I think it's an important thing for people to be aware of, because I know some people generally just haven't been on SMPs before and might not be fully aware that is behavior that is unacceptable. So putting it out there in another form of media is sort of
I think
what
it's
I'm
a
trying to
thing as
do.
well. It's not when it's like separate people. Like if it's a different person, it's not too bad. Like it doesn't annoy me too much.
Yeah, it's just if it's the
the same
constants
person.
of the same person, or somebody going to multiple different places to ask the same question, but it's
You would go
whatever.
into a job application and say, "Let me in."
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
that's
thing
the
is,
thing.
Mythrill very much handles applications like job applications, because we hold interviews. So
Sorry, I
Um,
found something relevant. Let me put this in the VC chat.
oh,
You're gonna see why it's relevant in a minute. Because I've just found it funny.
Let me see with my eyeballs.
Look at that second name in that VC.
bag boy.
Oh my god. No, the best thing is I remember
That's an inside thing.
I remember Casmine telling me about it, and it's like I got so thrown off because like he was like, I'm not in the VC.
That's very silly.
I love that.
So Celine, this one is Celine. Poor Unfortunate Souls is Celine.
Oh yeah, I put this. I love this
But
one.
yeah.
It was gonna be my song, Skylar.
I gave you I gave you other options for the
I
same
didn't
song.
want
just in-
Caleb's one.
I just gave
No,
you another one.
but Virgil, I had like I found 7 other versions. I was gonna just give it to you.
We had
I
a
was gonna-
rule people couldn't have the same one, but it's
Yeah, but
there's so
okay,
many
you don't
similar.
You took Anna Pantsu's one.
Anna
as well.
Pantsu is superior.
That's why.
Oh.
So, and the thing is, if people give me the same song in a different version, completely fine. If it sounds different,
of course.
fine.
But yeah, so that is our little serious conversation out of the way. I will say, for anyone who are interested in Mythrill SMP and being a part of it, like we've been saying, Ep.2 is planning on finishing sometime in July, and Ep.3 will hopefully be happening as soon as possible
I join?
afterwards.
Yes.
Yes, Bagel.
Yay.
Yes, Bagel, you can join. But applications will be opening in the next couple of months, but they aren't open yet, so don't worsen your chances by being a pest. And application process will be changing very slightly, but it will more or less be the same. It's just going to be a little bit I guess more selective on who fills out the proper form
Yeah,
because
basically,
250 applications last time. That took us 7 hours to go through.
Them. You should let me go through some of them. I think I'm an honorary judge.
Don't worry, I'm going through them, so people are going to get absolutely roasted.
I actually was going to
You
say
should let
something to you
me.
in relation to applications, actually, Bagel.
Ah,
We can talk about that later, actually.
Can I get a drink when the stream is over? I'm kind of thirsty.
Go and get a
You
drink.
can get one
I mean,
now.
yeah, we're finishing right now.
I'll wait.
Oh.
Okay.
I can
Well,
wait it out.
okay, put in a little thing. There we go. Okay, well, yeah. With all of that stuff out of the way, we've got a lot of big things coming from the future. Again, please join the Mythrill Discord, check out the Twitter, the YouTube channel where this episode of Mythrill Monthly will be uploaded to, with the very slightest of edits, just to the beginning and end.
Just to cut out our rambling because we're
I don't do that much effort into it unless like something annoying happens. Honestly, I just kind of post them. It's a podcast. It's fine. It's cute.
It's okay.
Yeah, we vibe. Just the minimalist bit of like editing at the start and end, but it will be up on there in video format for you all to.
Swears.
If I had more time in my life, I would. If we had an editor, but we're cheap, so unfortunately not.
Have I sworn at all during this? I think I have.
You can throw in a little fuck now if you like.
Fuck.
Good job. I'm proud of you. But
Thank you.
yes, again, this VOD will be up on my channel for the next coming days and weeks. The next episode will be next month because this is a monthly podcast. This episode will also go live on the Mythrill YouTube channel rather soon. And another special thanks to the lovely Skywars Taken 2 for making our intro and outro music, as well as a lot of the original music that we used on the SMP. Marsarcy for making all of the PNGtubers today, as we now all of them have been made by him. He is very lovely. He's very chef's kiss.
I love.
Thank you to Bagel for being here. I'm getting a Bagel shout out because
Don't even
Bagel.
comment about my shoes.
You don't have socks though.
Yeah, I have belly shoes on. You don't wear socks with them, Bagel.
Exactly. But everyone, please go give a lovely follow to Bagel for being our wonderful special guest today. We hope to have other members on as special guests in the future, but this was Bagel's time to shine because, you know, they had some rather important lore this month. Did you enjoy it all? Did you like your time here?
I'm so happy that I'm going to get money for this.
You're not though. You're not getting paid.
I'm so glad that I'm.
We'll give them Mythrill. We'll give them Mythrill. We'll give them some Mythrill.
No, Jay, let's give them Mythrill blocks.
Oh,
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
You're gonna hide them around my house again.
I
found one of those during a lore stream.
You did.
That's rather cute.
I love that. I love the fact you're finding my stuff.
Leave them for the lore streams. I still have to fix my farm.
Oh dear.
Did the Henrys mess it up again?
The Henrys
Not again. Not again. But with that, I do believe we are done with this episode of Mythrill Monthly. I mean, they said Muffly.
It's Monday.
Mythrill Monday. Thank you for watching Mythrill. Monday it will be on a Monday.
Maybe.
We'll see you all again soon. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, may Mythrill enrich your hearts. Bye-bye. Say bye, guys.
Oh, bye.